far away from us. Yeah, even if you don't want to be right here, you can be up there.
Oh, really? Where goes the?
We rocking?
Yeah, you're saying that it faces, you know? Should I hold on to this kind of protect it, or can we over here? I don't know. Should someone be right there? You said that. Huh?
No, I don't even know.
Yeah, just kind of right there.
Well, you're better here, everybody. Yep. Are you opposed to?
Yeah, I just protect, you know. Should someone be right there? You said that. Yeah, just kind of right there.
It's on the street? Oh.
It's on my page, huh?
Yeah, you got it on inspiration.
I mean, it's cool. Just, you know, brothers gonna talk about the medical stuff, just coding type shit.
Come in a bit, come on. Yeah, come on in. You know what I'm saying?
Come on in.
Right, come, I got it. Y'all ready? All right, hey, shalom. We back out here once again to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. All right, and also to push this gospel throughout the airwaves of the World Wide Web, that it may reach the ears of the elect, that they may be sealed, all right, so that they can receive the salvation that Yahushua has promised to his elect. All right, but before we get started, as always, we want to give all praise unto our power,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect that is scattered throughout the four winds of the earth, that believe wholeheartedly in the true doctrine that is being pushed throughout the four winds of the earth, and who are in hope of mercy and salvation in these last seconds of Esau Edom's rule on the planet Earth. All right? And per usual, prophecy, baby. All right? Prophecy. And that's all that you see that's coming to pass. All right? Matter of fact, let's start in 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter at the top. Because everything that you see going on throughout America and throughout the entire planet Earth was all prophesied in the Holy Scriptures. All right? And we're seeing these things come to pass more rapidly every day that goes by. Okay?
Exactly.
Who got it?
I got it. There's 2nd Ezra, 9th chapter. He answered me and said, measure thou time diligently in itself.
Right, measure the time diligently in itself, meaning what's going on in society is how you measure when the Lord is coming, so to speak. Yahushua said it in Matthew the 24th chapter. If somebody can grab that one, say where you at, Taj.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're not in the time of the Beatitudes, man.
Yeah.
All right? We ain't in that time, man. We're not in the time of marriages, you know, like all these other Israelite groups are pushing. They pushing that prosperity, and we're going to be here in Babylon for longer. And, you know, I believe Nate was talking about we could be here another 1,000. We ain't going to be here another 1,000 years, man.
30 years.
We ain't going to be here another, Lord will, 5 years.
Yeah.
Right?
30. And that video that surfaced this week with dude that talk about he got the Nero link in his ear.
Yeah.
He said, welcome to 2025.
That's right. And Agenda 2030 is 5 years away.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I believe they want, see, Agenda 2030 don't mean 2030, that's when we're going to start to do what they want society to be. No,
it's before
Agenda
that.
2030 is by 2030, they want everybody chipped. They want robots everywhere, and they want total control digitally by that year.
Yeah.
All right? That's what that means. It don't mean when 2030 comes, then we're going to start. No, they already started. They started back in March of 2020, man.
Yeah, that, see?
Yeah.
That was the start of it, man. And now we halfway through, and now we seeing that Jake. He said how he had the Neuralink put in his brain.
Yeah.
And this is the same. I did a video on him a few years ago, a couple years back, probably 2021, 2022. He took the jab and he started growing extra goddamn limbs.
Oh,
He was growing. That was him. He was growing big ass bones out his elbows.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same dude. He ain't nothing but an experiment that Esau's experimenting on, man.
Yeah, man. Guinea pig.
Yep. So we ain't in that time of the Beatitudes, man. We ain't in the time to be getting married and, you know what I'm saying, thinking we finna be here for a while, man. We not finna be here long, man. We finna get the F up out of here, man. Lord willing.
Yeah, because the scripture said there's a time of a season for a season, a time of everything. So if you like the scripture said, measure that time diligently. We're in a time of hate and war. This is where we at right now.
That's right.
All right.
That's right. Measure the time diligently in itself. What's going on around you? That's how you know what time you living in. We ain't in a time of partying and bullshit, man.
Enemies mounting up.
Yeah.
We ain't in that time, man. Don't you see what happened this past last week, Memorial Weekend? All them mass shootings on Jake. Jake partying on the boat and somebody started letting off on their ass.
Yeah.
And they still ain't found the nigga. Or eat him.
Yeah.
Or eat him with a nigga suit on. So don't forget about that.
Yeah.
In Chicago, they were showing you how those cops be putting on them goddamn masks.
Yeah.
And they be looking like Jake, and they'll go do a drive-by, man.
Yeah.
And they'll holler out
Whatever rival
the rival gang.
Yeah.
And go shoot up the block, and then it causes a whole war within the community. But Esau the one that started it.
Yeah.
We in a time to where you got to be very circumspect out here, man.
Right. That's right.
Go ahead, Matthew 24. The signs. Yeah.
This is Matthew 24, verse 3. It reads, "And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world?"
That's right. This is what the disciples wanted to know. They wanted to know when we gonna be back on top. When you gonna restore us as a people? What's gonna be the signs that we gonna know you getting ready to come back? Go ahead.
And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many.
You got many of them out there right now. The IUIC is one of the groups.
Genesis.
Genesis is another group. All right. ISUPK is another group. And why do we say that? Because these groups, they go off, and a couple of those groups, a few of those groups, they go off on the main prophecy, which is detrimental of your salvation,
Yeah.
which is the MOTB.
That's right.
Yeah.
They telling you that it's not the micro C here, but now they trying to squeeze it in there and try to slide on like and throw it out. They may throw a micro C hip in there.
Yeah.
What you mean they may? If you a prophet, you supposed to know, man. Go ahead.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Are we not hearing of wars and rumors of wars? The Russia-Ukraine war.
Yep.
Russia say they getting ready to mount up 150,000 more troops to go finish off Ukraine.
Yep.
You see what's going on in Gaza? Which that's a massacre. That ain't even a war.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Them people over there starving.
Yep.
Yep. Starving, bro.
You know, they got big ass bowls trying to grab rice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a manufactured famine. In the scriptures, that's one of the signs the Lord said to look for.
Yeah, and you got the world aid that has came in, but they won't let it
They
go.
can't-
into
They're
the,
blocking it.
They can't get it.
They
Yeah,
can't get it.
they can't get to it, man.
China's forcing their way in.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the least of the flock should draw them out.
Yeah. Them devils that's doing that shit, which is Amalek. All right, the Lord got something for him, man.
Right.
For them, bro.
Right.
Go ahead.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
That's right. All these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. We seeing these things come to pass, man.
Yeah.
All right? And the end is very close. Okay?
For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences.
It's a famine right there in Gaza right now, a major one.
Yeah.
And it's a manufactured famine. It ain't like there's no food.
Yeah.
They just ain't able to get to it.
Same thing that's gonna happen to America. It's gonna be a manufactured famine.
I was just getting ready to say that, man. Shalom. That's right. It's gonna be the same way they're starving those people in Gaza, the Palestinians. They're gonna do the same thing over here in Babylon the Great, America.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
They're gonna do the same, but it's gonna be a lot worse here because look. If we was to pan the camera, you can see all these goddamn shops, stores where you could go in and the food is what did Denzel say in Book of Eli?
What did he say?
He said
food was like
we had more than what
than we need.
than what we needed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the KFC wipe became a valuable thing.
It was a commodity.
Yeah.
You know, a wet nap.
Wet nap.
A wet nap was commodity, man. You can walk in front. That's fine.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, you good.
I'm trying to skip everyone's camera. So
No, you all right.
Yeah, bro. Exactly. It's because what I was thinking about is you were saying that because all the stores is going to be incorporated with that mark of the beast system. The whole little technology of what it is that Esau trying to do. And remember the scriptures say that those who worship the image of the beast.
That's right.
So showing you that these people are going to be down with how the MOTB is. So they're going to be blocking you out if you don't got that little grain of rice. They're going to be like they make this system go forward, you know? Just like in the Matrix, he said that. Remember he said these people don't want to let go. They don't want to be unplugged. They fight to protect the system.
Made a video this morning. Their OpenAI is coming out with this new technology called the Orb, where their goal is to scan 50 million residents of their iris to then try and try to deposit $42 of their new digital currency called Warcoin into people's digital wallets.
Oh, see?
And that's going to be another way they're going to deceive the people into getting down with the system.
Yeah.
Because you're going to automatically be allocated UBIs, a universal basic income.
Yeah, exactly.
You see how people are struggling now?
Oh, yeah. And at that point, it will be no more middle class. It won't be no more class, nothing. It will be rich and then poor or citizens.
That's right.
And then when dealing with the universal basic income, everybody will be getting that. Everybody will be getting this monthly allowance. And society gonna get so fucking worse. The financial system gonna be being reset. The society is gonna get so bad that everybody gonna have to be on the same playing field, and Esau gonna be distributing as the Lord over all of it.
Yeah, that's right. And they gonna want it.
Yeah.
The people, especially if you're not in the know and you struggling, and the government promises, hey, shalom, bro. When the government come promising these, these incentives, so to speak, you're gonna get this much. That's gonna be able to pay your rent or your mortgage. You're gonna be able to get the food, but everything will be allocated based upon your needs. Yeah. All right. What did Klaus Schwab call it?
He said
you will own nothing and be happy. Okay. Hey, AI is already taking up thousands of jobs.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, the nigga woman lost thousands of jobs in a week.
166,000.
Talking about now it's time to work with the black man. Man, don't work like that. So you're back, baby? Come on. No, it don't work like that, man. Hell no. Y'all gotta suffer what y'all have. The results that y'all put out there. You know?
Yeah, because now we in that time, man. We are in these times. You know what I'm saying? And the so-called black man ain't checking for the black woman. you know what I mean? Videos I done seen of the black woman talking about when she go to the bar. Yeah. She's sitting at the bar, she'll look to her left, she see the black man with a white girl, she look to her right, and it's another black man with the Edomite woman, man.
Yeah. Right.
Okay? And all the black women in there is by their goddamn self.
Yeah.
See, the Lord is singling you out. You women that are at ease, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember they went to that
The mixer.
and nobody showed up.
No men showed up. It was all women.
Yeah.
300 women to 8 men. And that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Y'all women gonna have to learn to share, man.
All 300.
Yeah, it's adding up. It's adding up because what the crew Lord Trump saying shit. You know how them SNAP benefits, they going crazy over that?
Yeah.
But in order to keep those benefits, you have to be married.
Yep.
That's what, because Trump is trying to instill that Christian state.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what he's trying to do. So,
Right.
so the women that have all these benefits now,
Oh yeah.
they can't keep unless they marry.
Yeah.
So there you go, man.
And they changing the age of dependencies
Yeah.
on the children. If the
8.
child is 8 years old and up, you can't put him on
You
the
can't put them on your
or
taxes
her.
anything.
You can't do them on the taxes nor on your SNAP benefits.
Yep, can't do it.
Okay?
That squeeze.
Yeah, the squeeze is here, man. You know?
Yeah.
Was more than that? Matthew 24?
Yeah, finishing off verse 7, it says, "And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows."
And we seeing the sorrow on the people, man. Everywhere on the planet. And it's even more, it's starting to ramp up even more so here in Babylon the Great.
Yeah.
You're seeing more and more sorrow, people in sorrow, people in dire straits.
Yeah.
Women online crying, throwing their cash app up there.
Yeah.
And you got a bunch of simps
Coming
dropping
through.
money in their
Yeah.
goddamn cash app.
Suckers.
And it's gonna be more, you suckers, your time is coming to, yeah, you can come too.
Can I ask you a question?
You got a question?
Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. I live in the neighborhood. I see you guys all the time.
Uh-huh.
What is who are you all? What is your where is
We're the biblical Israelites.
the biblical Israelites?
That's right.
Which is
Which is our nationality. It's our nationality.
It's your nationality.
It's our nationality.
Right on?
Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
Oh, welcome to Sherman House.
Right on. Right on.
Thank you.
No problem.
Have a nice day.
Go ahead.
Jump to verse 32.
Yep.
It says, "Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh.
Right.
So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the door."
That's right. So when you see all these things happening, you should know that what time it is.
Yeah.
This is what the Lord is telling his disciples.
Yeah.
And then here we are in 2025 AD, the hopeful year of our deliverance
right.
and Esau Edom's judgment
That's right.
and destruction. All right.
Yeah.
We're saying the same thing Yahweh Shai said 2,000 years ago plus.
Yeah.
All right. And we're seeing exactly what Yahweh Shai said will be happening before he made his return.
That's right.
Yeah, especially
All
dealing
right.
with this Trump getting into office. It changed the game up and it changed it up pretty fast too.
Fast.
Because remember, he just was in there. He just came in January.
Yeah.
We in what?
It's about to
May?
be June.
It's about to be the sixth.
Finna be the 6th month, and that dude is making moves. He reforming the government.
Yeah, that's why a lot of them jobs are being lost because why?
Yeah.
They bringing in AI, man.
Yep.
Why you think Elon was in the damn White House? That motherfucker be in there high than a mother.
Yeah, he be
in there spaced out.
Yeah,
like
bro.
Unc
He's
707.
always
He be on
high,
some
bro.
shit, man.
They be looking like Unc 607 with it looking in the air and
That
shit.
motherfucker coked out.
And then they gave that dude the key to a golden key to the White House. You seen that? And he had a black eye, which brothers already was going in on. That's that witchcraft stuff.
Yeah, black eyes is when you get popped in your rectum.
Wow.
When
They
you
call
get
them panda
raccoon,
eyes.
yeah.
Raccoon eyes. Raccoon.
yeah.
Or panda eyes. Only
Yeah.
I think it's panda eyes. And that happens a lot on a lot of them foster children in them foster homes, man. Okay?
Yeah.
But see that, going back to what I was saying, that the reforming of the government or the reset of the government is fucking here. This dude is removing all DEI people that was getting these jobs because they was inclusion.
Yeah,
They losing that
affirmative action.
affirmative action. Like the brother said, they're giving it to AI, and then where they do need human intelligence, they got Edomites. They giving Edomites these jobs.
Right.
So they're looking out for their own people that's down with the system.
Hey, you remember when Sleepy Joe was in office? When Sleepy Joe was in office, who used to come out and speak to the people during the White House press conferences? It was a black woman.
Yeah, that was it for the sake of Kamala.
It was a black, no, not Kamala. She
Oh,
wasn't.
yeah,
I'm talking about the Speaker of the House.
Yeah, I know
Speaker of the House, the
exactly
black
what
woman.
you're
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Now who they got coming out? A mean ass Edomite woman.
Oh, she mean as a motherfucker.
She mean
boy.
as a motherfucker, man. All right? She's probably a goddamn robot.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
She saw.
But they bringing back so-called white supremacy or Edomite supremacy.
Yeah.
This is what we're seeing happen.
Yep.
All right?
Quick answer.
Yeah, come.
This is the prophet Isaiah chapter 19,
Beautiful.
verse 4. It says, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord.
That's right, and that's DJT.
Yeah.
He's the cruel Lord that's putting all this, that's tightening up the noose on the American public.
Yeah.
And he's tightening up the noose around the world. This motherfucker going around the world letting his nuts hang. He the big dog on campus.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He cussed Zelensky out.
Yeah, he did.
You know what I'm saying?
Kicked him out.
Yeah, he kicked it. I mean, we done gave you all this money, you know? And then the brother, Elder Brock said that video, that motherfucker was voguing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a whole mo. He a whole mo.
Yep.
Like this, it's a whole goddamn theatrics, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, the Lord of hosts.
That's right, and that's what's happening. A fierce king is ruling over the people right now, and he don't give a damn. They talking about it's a 4-year-old Issacharite child that's in one of these LA hospitals right now, and Trump is they removing her because she ain't got citizenship. And she's in these hospitals because she's being treated, and if she don't get the treatment that they're giving her, she'll die in days. So they don't give a fuck right now.
They don't give two of them.
You know what I'm saying? They don't give a F-U-C-K right now, man.
That's the cruelty of it.
That cruel Lord, it don't matter.
You
It's
come
fine.
through.
It's fine. It's fine. Come on through.
And they've been cruel. That now,
Nephew?
what it is now, they
That's
don't
you.
give a shit about people seeing them do it because they've been doing it. They just been doing it in a sneaky way.
Yeah.
But now they don't give a shit to where even if you know what I'm saying, it's like they don't care.
What you gonna do about it?
Exactly.
Can't
What you gonna
stop
do?
them. The Lord is making them prosper because His prophecy's got to be fulfilled.
Yep.
That's right.
Right. The Lord is stirring up stuff, man. It's not this devil that's turning up like that. It's the Heavenly Father that's turning these devils up, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Putting the spirit in everybody, man, to do what they do because this is the end.
Right.
Jake is turning up to do more wickedness. Esau turning up to be more of a goddamn devil.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They're not doing it on their own. It's the spirits that's got them turned up, man.
Yeah. That's right.
Because this is the end, man. We living in the last days. This shit is done, man. America's done. 2/3 of our people be fucking through. All right, and Esau, you about to fucking make your way into slavery, man.
Yeah, all this has to happen, man, because it's part of prophecy.
That's right.
Okay, this is why we out here, man. And best you believe it, man. Be elated about all this, man. We're happy, man.
Yeah.
Because we know we at that time. Things is moving fast right now. Why? For the elect's sake. That's why the days are speeding up. Consistently. Week after week, there's always news out there.
Man,
Something crazy, huh? Yeah. Shocking too.
I'm talking about the days go by so fast. It's you blink and it's already Friday.
Yeah.
It's like it's June.
Yeah.
And there is a micro seat here.
Yeah, right.
It's June.
It is one.
Now he's changing his whole. He slightly changing his tune and shit. Crazy ass.
Yeah, he gonna be found out to be a liar, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Was it? You had more to that? That was it. Con.
Hey, because
You
remember that
listen
Jake?
to what I said?
I don't know if y'all seen the video, but the Jake he basically saying this is the technology of the future. It's 2025.
Oh
Yeah, the one that got the Neuralink.
Yeah.
yeah.
The yellow eye.
They've been experimenting on that dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
That dude loving this shit.
Yeah. He's loving it. It's convenience. Conveniency kills, man.
Yes, it does.
Well, that's what I like to call Esau pouring syrup on shit and calling it pancakes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You know. That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
But the Lord told us to warn you of it.
Yep.
All right. Esau not gonna fulfill his fruition. He not gonna fulfill it, man.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. It says, "In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble."
As a matter of fact, start up a couple.
Start at verse 1. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. "Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not."
And this is why the Lord brought us out here, man. To warn Jake, not to really, we out here to prophesy to everybody, but for those that can repent, our people, this is your warning.
Right.
This is your warning. You better get it together. Hey, because once the floodgates of hell get to roaring out in these streets, that's the doors of mercy are closed.
It's finished, ain't it?
Right.
If you don't have the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh written on your inward parts, and this gospel within you, and you truly believe it, you're gonna be out here and you're gonna catch a bad one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Yep. Because
A bad one, man.
yeah. Because remember the WWF, they said that the next
The W.O.
yeah
I see.
you know,
Yeah. You cold.
But-
You cold. Yeah.
yeah, them
I was like-
motherfuckers little Kyle Swab and them dudes.
Yeah.
But they said the next little major event would be a cyber one.
Yep.
So that means that internet is down. And the truth, that's where the Lord has pushed the internet. The internet, that's where the Lord pushed the truth at.
That's right.
So the doors of mercy are shut at that point.
Yeah.
I remember I did a video going back to maybe 2022, 2023. I used this. He was an Army Ranger, and he was saying how when he's been all over the earth wreaking havoc for this government. And he said when these go, when the communication stops, that's when it's go time.
Oh, see?
Because that's how Esau gets down.
Yeah.
They cut off. First, they demoralizing the society. Everybody's struggling. Can't pay bills. Can't do that. Then the power gonna cut. And that's all. That's also a part of Project Cypher.
Yep.
If you look up Project Cypher, man, look that up.
Yeah.
When they kill all the power, all right, that's when it's over with. That's when it's on. All right, and then they probably gonna bring it on maybe after a couple weeks or so, and then it's gonna be a new system, man.
Yeah.
Which will be governed by that RFID micro chip, man.
Yeah, to add to what you said about Project Cypher, at the same time when they cut the power off, they're gonna go after those groups
Yep.
that speaks against the
agenda.
over there in Israel,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
Anybody that don't want to get down with the new way of living.
Yep. Those that are in the know.
Yeah.
And so you already know the prophets are number one on that list.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember years ago they had a thing to where they'll leave a red, blue, or yellow thing on your mailbox.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the red is for like high
Immediate termination.
termination.
Yeah, like a threat.
You know, blue is like, okay, maybe
They can
we
reform 'em.
can reform them. And the yellow is like
Like he's a
like they're peons. They just, you know what I'm saying? They agree with everything.
Yep.
Shit. And now these apps, Instagram, Facebook, all these major
TikTok.
apps where people are heavy traffic at, that was nothing but collecting data on what people think. That's what that was.
That's all it is. There's nothing more, nothing less, because Esau's in control of all of it.
He's in, and then remember the FBI was buying all of those little apps up.
Yep.
So people that was a part of fooling people by they taking it and they making money and getting high social status. But when Esau, the main purpose is to gather data on who's doing
Who's
what.
who? Yep.
Yeah.
Who's who?
What are they looking at? What are they watching?
What are they watching?
That's why when you go to the settings and the fine print of TikTok, it says Facebook on it.
See?
It says the owner is Facebook, man.
So you know, you fucking. That's why we say, you know, if you call yourself about being about Yahweh Shai, you better truly be about it.
Yeah. Right.
You better let your actions speak louder than your words. You know what I'm saying? Because you are government opposition. Yep. You are a threat to this society. By literally picking this scriptures up and claiming your heritage, you became a threat to this man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, believe in the Lord. Hey, go all the way through with it.
Hey,
it is what it is.
And that's a win-win situation, right? Even if the Lord has you lay your life down, you're still in a win-win situation.
Yeah, that's right.
This is where you're supposed to put all your eggs at.
Yeah.
This basket, Yahweh Shai's basket.
Right. That's right.
Okay. You still more?
Yeah.
I got you next. I see you hold. Go ahead.
It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
That's right. And this is the time.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody having pleasure right now.
Right.
Majority of the people ain't got pleasure in these times because it's a struggle. Everything is a struggle. Okay?
Everything is going up. The rent going up. You know, you got some brothers, they rent went up $100, man. You know, $100.
Just went up though.
Your car insurance went up 50%.
Yeah.
Food went up.
Yeah. Everything.
Phone bill, bro.
Yeah, phone bills are going up.
New taxes for the tariffs and things.
My company, they telling me lock in what you got now. You can lock it in for 3 years. Well, why are they doing them type of deals? Because they know things are about to skyrocket, man.
That's crazy because that's how phones started off. You had to lock in with those type of deals, but then they started making no contracts.
Right, where it's a set plan. You pay this much a month and you get unlimited. Them days is over.
Yeah, they damn.
But look, Esau, you'll pay that 3 years though, and he'll still rob you.
Oh yeah, you know.
Just like the people that put their jewelry in the pawn shops. Guess what happened to a lot of those people jewelry? They got robbed because the prices of gold is going up. So they could just take your gold and pay you that little chump change that you was supposed to get and take the value because the prices of gold is up. So they winning.
Yeah. Yep.
Say you paid $2,000 for a gold chain. You pawned it, you only got $300. They'd rather give you that $300 and then keep the fucking chain.
Yeah, so they could sell.
You know what I'm saying? And keep and melt it down and get more money, man.
Yeah. And then if you try to go get it back, it's gonna be more money for you to get it back.
Yeah.
Because of the price of it is constantly going up.
Yeah. So they're robbing people for their gold, man.
Just like going back 1929, 1930.
Yeah.
Right before the Great Depression, before it hit, they convinced the people to bring their gold and gave them certificates.
Yeah.
That's what's happening now. But your people don't carry gold like that no more. You merely have a bank account. You know what I'm saying? And your bank account is gonna become Esau's money when they shut the banks down.
Yeah.
They call them bank holidays or bank holidays where the bank's gonna shut down. You're gonna try to go to the bank and make a withdrawal, you ain't gonna be able to get in there. The door's gonna be like, why you think all the banks now got all these
Glass.
super thick glass, bulletproof glass, and only one person can enter that motherfucker at a time?
Yeah.
Right.
Because they know something coming, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they.
And you know, Americans, if they can't get to their money,
Oh, bro.
Americans, this is the most armed country on the planet.
Yep.
So that's why the Lord is saving this place for last.
Yeah. You see what happened you see what happened to Cash App. I mean, yeah, Cash App and
That dude got stabbed up, remember?
they rob people for their money, man. You know, so they could just target you, rob you for your shit. You trying to contact them, they act like they don't know what's the fuck going on. What you gonna do? You gonna sue them?
Right.
They're happy to take your ass to court because they'll dry your ass out before you get a dime of their money, man. You know?
Yeah. This is a fake world, man.
Yeah.
It's a dreamland. You got to be asleep to believe in all this bullshit. Go ahead, brother.
It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
Even the keepers of the house is trembling.
Yep.
You know, all these economic, like Gerald Salente.
Yeah.
You know, all these people that understand the money system, that understand how things, how money makes society move. They see it's over with, man.
Yep. Then dealing with the elite bankers, they dying off, bro. The top of them devils that actually been put the work into the plans, they fucking dying.
Yeah, they dying
Like Jacob Rothschild, Evelyn Rothschild, David D. Rockefeller. These are top dudes that was like heading that shit is dying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's another reason. That's another form of like seeing and trembling. You know?
Right.
Because the top dudes is dying off because they've been wanting to get this new world order been going. That's what the whole if my facts is on point. That's what the whole year 2000 thing was about. Was supposed to be Y2K was supposed to be that year of the new world order.
But the Lord didn't let it happen. Shit, it really was supposed to go down during the Cold War.
Yeah.
But the Lord said, he held back the winds and said, hurt not the oil nor the wine till all the servants are sealed in their foreheads. See, the Lord is in control.
That's right.
It was supposed to go down during the Cold War, man.
Right.
That's when they made the movie X-Men First Class. And they showed you that in that movie. It was supposed to happen then.
Right.
Yeah.
But the Lord stopped it.
Right.
Okay? But now we at the point, all these nations, the Lord has built them up arsenal-wise to destroy America with them nuclear bombs, man. All right?
Bomb.
They can fire.
And they know they in. They put it in the movie
Mission
Mission Impossible, man.
Final Reckoning. That's the best. That's the best nuclear destruction scene I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah, it's
man.
cold. I'm talking about that's a cold ass
best,
scene,
man.
man.
And it's so realistic because everything they put in the movie is happening now.
Yeah.
What the entity is AI.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's it.
It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few.
The strong men bowing themselves, and the grinding is ceasing. They shutting down all Joanne fabrics.
Yeah.
All right? They shutting all them stores. They getting ready to shut down Targets. All right? Target getting ready to shut down. All right? Previous stores they shut down was all them 99-cent stores.
Oh yeah.
Shut all them down. Ain't no more 99 cents.
99 cents.
Now you still got Dollar General, Dollar Tree, you know, but those are coming next.
Yeah, those going out
Those
next.
going next, man.
They going next.
All right? You got all the farmers. Farmers can't even farm no more. They can't afford to run their farms no more because why? This administration is taking away all the funding that these farmers would get.
Yep.
All right, from the government. So now they can't even run their farm because they rely on the government to fund them so that they can run their farm. But now they can't.
Yep.
And you got Edomites complaining. Same Edomites that voted for this asshole that's in there, man, the cool Lord. Which we know your vote don't mean nothing. All right? It was all an illusion to trick you. And it's been that way.
Yep.
What?
It says, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened.
Right, meaning the future. When you look out of the window, that means looking out towards the future of this place.
Yep.
It ain't no future. Hey, this administration is even talking about banning porns and shit, porno.
Yeah.
They talking about banning that, man.
Yep.
Because they, like you brought out earlier, they want to bring back that Christian value to America again. They want, which is a false ass,
It was
a false light.
It was the exact same Christianity that the mercenaries and the Puritans came over here with. That's what that is.
Yeah, the conquistadors.
The conquistadors and all them came over here. It's that Christianity
That's
where
right.
Esau is superior and you're the inferior.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hitler did the same thing in Germany.
Yeah. It's the same
he banned
playbook.
porno.
It's the same playbook, man.
Yeah.
And then that's gonna cause even more.
That's
gonna bring even more you women down. Because a lot of y'all are millionaires because you play with yourself online. For them weirdos, man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's showing their feet. Yeah.
See, the Lord is doing this thing. You know, like if you watch when we used to watch Mayweather, we used to love how he was so technical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He'll figure you out, and then once he figure you out, then he just beat your ass the rest of the fight.
Right.
Technically, he will technically whoop your ass.
Right.
Well, that's what the Lord is doing. He lets you do what you do. Now he's technically taking everything away from you.
Yeah.
He's technically grabbing everything from you, and now you out there butt ass and you don't know what the hell to do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's what's happening, man. The Lord is technically dissecting Babylon the Great.
Right.
Man.
Oh, man. Yeah.
That's right. It says,
Technicalities.
and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low.
The door shall be shut in the streets. When I was coming down, I'm driving down Van Nuys right here. You know how many empty goddamn buildings, empty spots there is? Remember the video Apostle Gabar did?
Oh yeah.
That the Latin tribe brother, he kept for lease.
Yep.
For lease. Everything
Downtown.
is for lease. Downtown LA, man.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. That's the spirit.
It's a bunch of empty spots,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
because ain't nobody. It's impossible to run business, man.
Right.
Yeah. I just went down there too on Wednesday, and bro, the tents are on more streets now, bro. Homeless and it's just tents everywhere. I was like, God damn, it's more.
That's right. And you know what Gavin Newsom said?
Oh yeah.
He said they finna start attacking that. They finna start getting rid of the homeless.
You know why?
Yeah,
For the Olympics.
for the Olympics.
Wow.
Yeah,
Which because by 2028, they want LA to be a whole smart city. All right, they want it to be whole. That's what the whole fires was all about, man. Over there in what was
Palisades.
it? Pacific Palisades, man.
Yeah, Altadena.
Right?
they got those new stadiums.
Yeah, they got the SoFi Stadium, which is a smart stadium. The Intuit Dome, which is another smart stadium. Okay? They really think they finna accomplish their enterprise, man.
Yeah, they own it.
They moving. They moving towards their goal, man. The Most High got them on that track. But when the time come, the Lord gonna smack their ass, man.
Yeah. Hey, the scriptures say they shall build.
I will go down.
Right. Oh, damn.
Hey, Noah Yuval Harari said that the more technological advanced society becomes, there are going to be less jobs and people are going to become useless to society, man.
Useless. Yeah, good.
Very
When you look at it, a lot of these small businesses are on the verge of shutting down.
Yeah.
The ones that are still open. If you ever go into a small business, it's empty and they're almost begging you to buy something. And then if you buy something, they like thanking you.
Yeah.
You know, because people don't consider they have to pay the rent or the lease for that establishment.
Right. Yeah, bro.
But then they have to go up on all their prices because they're being taxed.
Yep.
You know, so it's about the result and they just gonna have to shut down.
That's
It's
right.
not gonna be no more small businesses because that's not a part of Esau's NWO plan.
Right. That's right. That's right. And he want everybody dependent on him.
Right.
Okay? Everybody will succumb to daddy government. That's what they want.
That's been a plan since America was established. That's why you look on the back of the dollar, it has that
Novus Ordo Seclorum.
You know what I'm saying? That been
Which
back
is out
then.
of many one.
They been wanting this. Satan been, these Edomites been on this.
That's it, man, and we here. You know, ain't no, we got 10, 20, no, man. If you thinking like that, you're still asleep.
Yeah.
Okay?
Exactly.
You're still asleep if you thinking that way.
Well, that's a lot of sleep ass.
You got more? You got more?
Yes, a little more. Yep. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of
Yeah,
music.
that's how it's gonna be now. People waking up and literally the alarm clock that the Lord created for the earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No more with this technology. It's going straight back. It's gonna go straight back to like ancient style. within a modern society.
Yeah.
You know, like that. You know, and that's what's gonna throw the hell. That's just gonna fucking throw people off just so in that type of setting. And as the scriptures say, since iniquity should still abound, the love of many gonna wax cold.
That's right, man.
Just because shit happen, society collapse. People ain't gonna come together to try to figure it out. The Heavenly Father gonna have a spirit of waxing cold on their ass. They're gonna start robbing and invading one another.
And that's all prophecy.
Yeah.
That's what prophecy is all about, man. Ain't gonna be no. Once it goes down, that's when people are gonna get desperate. And like I said earlier, everybody got some type of weapon.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. Everybody has some type of weapon, and when your stomach touching your back, and your kids is in there crying, dry tears and shit, talking about I'm hungry, you gonna do what you gotta do. Especially if you don't have the Lord with you, man.
Oh, damn, bro. You
gonna be like, shit, I gotta get out here and get it. Matter of fact, my co-worker was telling me this shit was coming. I know he stocked up.
Oh, yeah.
And that scripture say, friends shall fight one against another as enemies, man. Somebody hold that on deck, too.
Yeah. I got 2 minutes 15.
Okay, con. You was done?
Yeah, I was done.
Hold on. You still got what you got, bro? Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, and verse 69. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision.
Right, consent unto who? The government. If you consent unto the government, most importantly, by taking that RFID technology, it's gonna come a point to where you're gonna be had in derision. You're gonna realize you've been bamboozled.
Yeah.
Okay?
And then remember Revelations, it said they're gonna get the cancerous sword.
Right, that's right.
They're gonna be like, what's wrong with me?
Revelation 14.
That's right. That's right, man.
They're gonna be mentally, that's what derision means, to be like in a mental state of confusion.
Confused.
Yeah.
And because what's gonna cause? Remember the movie Cell?
Yeah.
When they activate these ELFs that they got everywhere, they got them on top of buildings, like that right there. I believe that's one of them
towers,
that tower. Yeah, that'll emit one of them ELF frequencies. When they start pushing that out, you're gonna see the people in great confusion. Just like in the movie, acting bugged out and crazy. Just like in the movie Kingsman. Okay?
Yeah.
Because all them people consented onto what the government was giving. You know?
And it's not going to take years for them to get those swords within their bodies.
Oh, that's quick, bro.
That's quick.
Hey, they already getting them from the Jews.
Yeah.
They already getting swords and shit from the Jews.
Yeah.
Leaky foot.
Like that Jake, remember? Yeah, that nigga whole foot swole up. Look like a goddamn rhinoceros foot.
Yeah.
That motherfucker got a little drip on it. You know,
It was dripping pus and everything, man. Justin Bieber, half his face was stuck.
Yeah.
He had the palsy.
Yeah.
A lot of people had that, so it's already happening, man.
People forgot about that, man. They forgot about it, man.
Go ahead.
Continuing on, verse 69, and it reads, and in reproach and trodden underfoot. Verse 70, for thou shalt be in every place, and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
And that's when Esau is going to send out his troops. All right? Gurkha troops, the UN, they going to come after Jake. They already labeling Jake
criminals?
Domestic TERRORs, man. All right? They started with the Latin tribes. Every Latin now is from MS-13.
Yeah, man, what the heck?
Everybody who's Latino or Hispanic is MS-13 now.
Exactly.
And now they starting to label Judah.
Yeah, they
going after the dark-skinned tribes now.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. And the one.
Let me say this real quick. So when I was growing up, you didn't see all the gang violence that they showing on regular news like they doing now. You didn't see that. When it was neighborhood shootings, you didn't see that shit on the news. It was just niggas killing niggas. But now they starting to publicize it more so they can show these niggas are a problem.
Yeah.
These niggas are domestic terrorists. And what did DJT say? The blacks, they want us to patrol and make their neighborhoods safe.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Right?
Yeah.
How they gonna distinguish one from another when they come in there? This dude Cash Patel.
Right.
He's sending out 1,500 FBI task force throughout all of America with a major focus on Memphis. How they gonna tell who's gangbanging and who's not?
Right.
How they tell of the Latin tribes who's illegal and who's not? They can't.
Right.
So they grabbing everybody, man.
Yeah, and we in the same neighborhoods too. Your next door neighbor is Southern and Northern Kingdom, Southern and Northern Kingdom, right in the same pocket, the corner of what they call the ghetto.
Same neighborhood, man.
And
Same, it's all Israelites.
Yeah.
They coming after those that fear the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Which are the Israelites.
Right.
All right?
Right.
That's who they sing. You gotta see how this devil is doing it, man.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, too. Remember the whole little entering into jury shops? What was that shit called? Smash and grab. That was all. They let you niggas do that so you could make yourself put yourself in that bad light. You know what I'm saying? And then the new trend on TikTok, which those trends ain't just coming out of nowhere, some smart nigga think of it. No. Them trends are sent through AI. They manufacture trends. And the new one was black fatigue. And when you look into what it is people are tired of the black community being destructive.
Black fatigue.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
So
niggas out in the summer with goddamn ski masks on and hoodies.
Yeah.
You niggas you're getting ready to be public enemy number one.
Yeah.
You're getting ready to be the domestic TERRORISTs, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
All right? And we all gonna be lumped in the same category. The difference though is that we trust in the Lord.
That's right.
So read that, brother. Keep reading that because it's gonna tell you. Go ahead.
Continuing on in verse 71, and it reads, "They shall be like bad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua."
And that's talking about all the tribes.
Yeah.
They're gonna come spoiling and destroying all the tribes.
Right.
But at the same time, go ahead, read on.
Verse 72, "For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses."
They gonna rifle your homes. Cash Patel is telling you, we sending out task forces.
Yeah.
We need to stop the violence. And who's labeled as the violent one? You, Jake. You got niggas on TikTok pulling out big ass ARs. Nigga don't look like nigga don't even graduate high school, but he got a big ass army gun, man.
Longer than nigga arms.
You know what I'm saying? And the nigga got it tucked in his jeans, man.
With the titty.
And niggas can't shoot.
But the thing is, you're being labeled.
Yeah.
See, you can shoot, but you only shooting at your own.
Right.
See, when Esau send these task force in, we gonna see how well trained you niggas are.
Exactly.
You gonna see that you're not trained.
Trained at
You
all.
niggas gonna be running.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because Esau do that every weekend. Go to the gun range. He take his little 5-year-old. 5-year-old shooting on point, man. You know what I'm saying? And they grow up doing that shit, man.
And that's Edomites that ain't even in the system. That's Edomites that's regular American citizens that know their rights and whatnot. We ain't talking about, we talking about the task force that they train every day.
Yeah.
They train daily. With M4s and shit.
Daily, that's correct, bro. Daily with bullets.
Go ahead.
Verse 73, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen."
Then shall it be known who the chosen are. So it ain't, when it says them that fear the Lord, it's talking about the whole nation. Because we the only ones who truly fear the Lord.
Yeah, because they have a zeal.
We have that zeal. But when that's happening, that's when the Lord is going to let it be known of our people who he has chosen. And how you going to do that? Divine intervention.
Yeah, that's how you going to know.
Okay? It's either going to come through spiritual power. The angels Daniel like Daniel 12:1, Michael going to show up. All right? The Lord going to make something happen to where it's going to be known that he's dealing with this individual,
Yeah.
that individual, them over there.
Look at that. 144 right there.
You know, in the midst of all the chaos, man.
If I could give a quick example with the scriptures, like the 3 holy signs.
That's right.
That angel, which was our Lord Yahweh, he appeared right there in the furnace with him.
That's right.
And it was known.
That's right. That's right. It was known, and never. What was it? Nebuchadnezzar. He couldn't help but to say, "Shit." y'all worship the true God. You know, same with Daniel. When he was thrown in the lion's den. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He even gave a new proclamation. He said that
the people.
he said anybody say anything against the God of Daniel and Meshach and Abednego, then their house gonna be made a dunghill.
That's right. And see, but this time, when the Lord shows His power through His men, it's gonna be go time.
Yep.
Pursuing the Micah, what is that? 4:5. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion. Because once the Lord makes that distinguished difference, when it shall be known who is His chosen, the elect gonna know exactly what to do with that power. You ain't gonna see niggas moving water bottles saying I got power.
Right.
Jumping like up these dumbass niggas on. I can move the trees. Look at the trees move. Man, we're gonna uproot a tree and throw it at a whole platoon, man. Okay?
Use it as a bat.
Use a whole tree as a bat, man.
Have a tree walk and clobber your ass, man.
Harry Potter and all, the tree come alive.
The reason because it's gonna be time to thresh. We know what time we living in, man. Lord willing, we be those men.
Right.
Samson, the ancient judge, you know, they said he was so strong that he could lift up 2 mountains and just rub them together. Like, you know, you gonna have power like that again.
Go ahead.
On to verse 73. And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Verse 74.
And they shall be tried. Who's gonna be tried? The elect. See, all this heat that's coming is to try our faith. 2/3 don't even know what it means to be tried.
Right.
They don't even know what the hell is coming. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be bugged out. They're gonna bow out, and they're gonna just give themselves over to the government, man. All right, because it's gonna be that dire out here. We know that everything that's coming is a trial of our faith. All right, that's 100%. We know that.
Right.
All right. And that's what the Lord, He's gonna see if we really about that, and He's gonna push us to the limit. All right. That's why the scripture says in Revelation, "Be thou faithful unto death, and I shall give thee a crown of life." Man. Oh, you got it. Go ahead, brother.
Now, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, and verse 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life."
And that's the time we're living in, man. This is the Lord gonna try us as gold in the fire, man. Hey, if you want your gold pure, all right, you gotta put the flames to it. You gotta put it in that heat. Hey, what's the saying in the world? If you can't stand the heat, get the hell up out the kitchen.
Yeah, get out the kitchen.
All right.
They're making a righteous decree right now that about street preachers. Right? So they're gonna try to lock street preachers up right now. It's not about your regular street preacher, it's talking about the men of the Lord that's teaching His word, right?
Exactly.
We know what it is, man.
That's why they banned it in France.
That's why I was just gonna say that. It sounds like it's a part of whatever secret agenda they got.
That's the mother of America over there. All right. So yeah, they coming. But that's gonna ensue the famine of the word. See, the Lord is in control. We ain't gonna be out here. It's gonna be all hell, and we still teaching, man.
Setting up camera and shit.
You know, setting up the camera so we can go live, and it's military in the streets, locking people up. No, now is the time for you to get the warning. Okay, for you to get right.
Build your faith. Right.
Because once it goes down, it's on. Ain't gonna be no I gotta find the prophets. They would used to be out here. They used to be open. No, ain't gonna be none of that. You ain't gonna want to be out in the street because it's gonna be that cold out here, man.
Hey, the Lord said He gonna hide us in that day.
That's right.
It's gonna be hid. So that even include family members. They gonna think, oh well, I got his number. I'm gonna hit him up. I know where he live at, so I'm gonna just go over there.
You ain't gonna be able to move like that.
Right, right.
Matter of fact, give me Jeremiah 6. Okay? Jeremiah 6 tell you that, man. Once it goes down, you ain't gonna want to be outside.
Right.
Cause it's gonna be bodies everywhere. ain't gonna be no coroner coming through to pick up bodies, man. It's gonna be death everywhere, man. And when just like when March of 2020 happened, when that happened, people wasn't out. You couldn't even go to the park.
Yeah, you couldn't go.
You couldn't even go to the park without Esau rolling up saying you gotta leave.
Right.
So imagine when it's real.
Not even at the beach.
You couldn't go to the beach. You couldn't do nothing.
Restaurants.
You know, restaurants. If you wanted to go shopping, you had to have a mask on.
Yeah.
So how much more when that day comes?
Okay.
Huh?
6 and Jeremiah 6 and 20.
Okay. Cool.
Let me see.
22.
Yeah, start there at 22 and read down.
All right. That's Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 22.
Because like I said, when it goes down, you ain't gonna want to be outside, man. You know what I'm saying? You are not going to want to go outside. You know how Jake, I'm outside. Nigga, you ain't gonna want to be outside.
Really out here though.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
out here.
You ain't gonna, especially for you women. Especially for y'all. You ain't gonna want to be outside with your ass out. All right? Because that'll be the last time the motherfucker see you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah 6 and 22. It says, thus saith the Lord power, behold, a people coming from the north country, and a great nation shall be rise from the sides of the earth. They shall lay hold on bow and spear.
Now, for the history, this was when Jeremiah he was telling the king, I forget what king, was it Hezekiah? I forget the name of it. The king. But he was telling them that the Babylonians, the Lord said we finna go into captivity under the Babylonians, man. All right? Now when you fast forward to this time and you apply it here because the word of the Lord, you can apply it now too.
Yeah.
Because we're in modern Babylon. All right? Go ahead.
It says, they shall lay hold on bow and spear. They are cruel.
When they let these soldiers loose, they gonna have their military, they're gonna be militaried out. Hell, they already here. We saw them coming through the border, platoons at a time, different nations, man. And a lot of people forgot about that.
Yeah. Forgot about it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? They was coming in.
Yeah.
And they've been stationed, they've been put up, waiting.
They still here.
Till the time come, and we right here at the door. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, and have no mercy.
They ain't gonna have mercy. All right?
It says, their voice roareth like the sea, and they ride upon horses, set in array as a man of war against thee, O daughter of Zion.
What did we just read in 2nd Ezra 16? That who they coming after? Those who fear the Lord.
Right.
Okay? That's the main target. Go ahead.
It says, they shall lay hold on bow and spear. I'm sorry, verse 24. It says, we have heard the fame thereof, our hands wax feeble.
Yeah.
Anguish have taken hold on us, and pain as a woman in travail.
And that day is coming, where it's gonna be very the average person out here, especially about people, they not gonna know what to do. Pain and anguish is gonna take hold of them.
Yeah.
Because it ain't gonna be nowhere to run, it ain't gonna be nowhere to hide, and you didn't get this word when the Lord had it open for you, which we're gonna go back to 2nd Ezra 9. All right? It just brought it back because 2nd Ezra 9 told you when you had liberty, you despised it.
All right?
When it was open.
When the doors was open for you, you didn't give a damn about it.
The same should know it after death by pain.
So the anticipation of death is gonna take hold of you. You ain't gonna know whether you're gonna live, whether you're gonna die, whether you're gonna get your next drink of water, whether you're gonna get a next bite to eat, how your kids is gonna survive. You ain't gonna have no hope in nothing, man. because you despise the word of the Lord.
Yeah, they call that despair, hopelessness.
That's right.
And
And
it say,
everybody gonna have anxiety in that day.
and it say the men shall be as women in those days. And what are the women gonna be like? If the men gonna be like women, what you women gonna be like? Yeah.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of the Lord said it's gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth, man. And he mean that. He mean that, man.
Yeah. Many great miseries.
It says, "Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way."
Start at 24 again, Salakia.
Yep. It says, "We have heard the fame thereof. Our hands wax feeble. Anguish have taken hold on us, and pain as if a woman in travail."
Yep.
Go not forth into the field.
When pain take hold of that woman that's pregnant, when the contractions start, they don't stop until she bring forth that child, man.
Yeah.
She's in pain the whole labor until that child is brought forth. And that can last. Women have been in labor for days. All right? Just agonizing pain. Esau has not come up with a medicine to stop that pain.
It's the curse from the Lord.
Even that epidural.
Yeah, even the epidural.
The epidural don't stop the pain.
Nah. Matter of fact, when they get the epidural, they still feel that shit years after. They actually mess their spine up.
That's what it really do. It's a spine killer.
You can't get rid of that pain. So this, when it comes, it's gonna be like a woman that's fully. She's at her turn, 9-month turn, and them contractions start. And it's gonna be nothing but pain all the way up until Yahweh Shah comes to deliver the elect. It's all pain and suffering, man.
It says, "Anguish have taken hold on us, and pain as a woman in travail. Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way.
That's right.
For the sword of
Meaning you ain't gonna want to go outside.
You ain't going all the way back to that.
You're not gonna want to go outside, man. Going outside is gonna be a thing of the past.
Yeah, you're gonna be scared in your house too, because you know invaders is any time to bust in your crib.
That's right.
And remember what happened on the road? Dude got his shoes and everything, and then he ended up getting his ass back
and left naked in the cold.
Yeah, had him butt naked, man.
Hey, and if you do get stumbled upon a home, motherfuckers gonna be in the basement like in the same movie.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was out, cut off limbs.
Yeah.
Cannibalism.
They was getting eat.
They was eating on them, man. That's coming back.
Yeah, that's coming back. Damn.
That's coming back, man. See, the Lord is terrible.
Yeah.
But he's also merciful.
Right.
Right now is the time where the Lord is showing his mercy. Yeah. That's why the prophets are out there, man.
That's right.
Okay? This is the Lord's hand of mercy, man. Him sending his prophets and for you to get your life in order, man. Right. For you to repent. Yeah, but once the Lord shuts the doors of mercy, his wrath is great too.
Yeah.
His wrath is great, man. And he ain't gonna, when it's on, it's on. Like Bishop said, Juice, it's on. What are you talking about? It's on. It's on. It's gonna be on, man.
Yep.
Ain't gonna be no stopping it.
The Lord's gonna turn his face for a moment, man.
Yeah.
He'll let the devil do his thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
I was thinking of that
And
scene.
the Lord turned his face, bro.
Yeah.
He's bound to get judged in any type of way.
Man, the Lord, when he let his wrath go, is great. All right, the Lord, what's that scripture? The Lord is his mercy is great and great wrath. Somebody find that real
Slow
quick.
in anger and great wrath.
Slow in anger, but great wrath. That's it.
That's
That's it.
1 and 3.
Get that right quick, and then we'll go back to that.
Yeah,
All
remember
the wickedness Jake been committing, the Lord ain't jacked you niggas up yet. I'm talking about Jake is just wicked beyond measure,
Man,
man.
that shit crazy how wicked they are.
Jake out here scamming.
Oh man.
Jake out here doing all kind of wickedness, and the Lord letting these niggas bubble.
Then
These niggas got money, man.
Yeah.
All in wickedness.
Yeah.
All in wickedness, man. The women, our women, they got money.
They fucking winning,
They
bro.
winning.
They are winning, bro.
all in wickedness though.
Yeah, all in wickedness.
All in wickedness. You got that? Go ahead.
This is Nahum 1, and I'll start at 2. It says, the Most High is jealous, and the Lord revengeth. The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
That's right, man.
The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet.
Look at that. So the Lord, he's very balanced, man.
Yeah.
Very, very balanced. Yeah. So when he shut these doors of mercy, you best believe that slow anger that he didn't allow to come, when he let his anger go, it's going to be that. It's going to meet the measure of how merciful he is, man.
Mm-hmm. I got another precept
to that. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 5 and 6. And say not his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners.
Yes. Righteous anger. Yep. That's what indignation means, man. Yeah. All right. And the end of the Lord's righteous anger is going to fuck the whole planet up. That's how angry the Lord is going to be. That's how great his wrath is going to be. To where he going to set all of America on fire, man. Oh. Nuclear destruction. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Every missile created is going to be shot off.
And the Lord is already there. He already steamed up. It ain't, you don't have to take to get to that day for him to get to the. No, he already fucking mad as shit. He just ain't moved yet.
Yeah, because he's bound by his word.
Yeah.
Right.
The scriptures say he's angry with the wicked every day.
Every day.
He says it's like a smoke in his nose.
Yeah. Right. Remember when he was going to do with Moses, man? He was going to get rid of all our people, man. Just start over with Moses.
Yep. But the Lord Moses had to remind him of what his word said. Yep. See, that's what. See, the Lord. It's impossible for the Lord to lie. He's bound by his word.
Yeah.
And that's why he ain't destroyed this place yet. Okay.
I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Forget the promise.
Yeah. He let him know. He like, yeah, you right. You right. Yeah. But I'm gonna fuck these niggas up though.
Yeah. He was bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Back in Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 25, it says, "Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way, for the sword of the enemy and fear is on every side."
That's what's gonna be outside, man.
Yeah, that's gonna.
They gonna have these troops out here. All right, they're gonna have everybody. They're gonna have perimeters set up, man, to where you ain't gonna want to be outside because death is lurking.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be shoot first. Ain't gonna be no questions later.
Right. And then it ain't even just the government you have to worry about, but the Edomite militias and Edomite groups that you know,
different, all type of different cliques.
Yeah, cliques that they training now to hold off a corner of a city or whatever.
You even got Israelites that's doing that.
Yeah,
I remember when down in, I believe it was Atlanta, where it was some type of storm came. You had Issachar out there at the gas pump holding the rifle while they filling up their gas tanks.
Oh yeah, I remember
filling
that.
up barrels of gas.
Yeah, I remember that.
So you already got people that's in the know that know shit gonna hit the fan, but they don't have the Lord with them.
Yeah.
They buy when that whole rush happened going 2020, you couldn't find bullets. You couldn't buy bullets, man. You couldn't buy shit because everything was bought up. And they ain't been used. You got people already waiting for that time to happen.
Yeah, they know it is. Right? They know it's we in the time.
And that's 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. Right. Getting ready to come to pass, man.
Another way you know it's that time, gold is all-time high, man. Yeah. $3,300 and something for an ounce. Yeah. A little fucking ounce.
Yeah.
An ounce of gold. You know what I'm saying? I remember you could get that for $1,700.
Yeah, just a few years ago.
You know, $1,700. Silver went up 30 something dollars.
Yeah.
An ounce.
Those are real. That's real money.
You know, I remember I was buying those $18 an ounce for. You know. Yeah.
And then that ain't even gonna help you in that day.
Yeah, it's gonna help you because it's gonna be judgment.
Ain't nobody gonna be wanting to trade. They gonna be wanting to take your shit.
Yeah, you also got those spirits created for vengeance.
That's right.
A lot of these bug outs out here, really the only thing that's holding them back is they think about consequences. You know, the cops might pull up, but in this time that the elders going into, it's going to be a time of lawlessness. It's not going to be a 911 emergency response.
Right. Yeah. Then you seen that video that I forgot what brother shared it, but the woman that she worked in some special facility. And she said some of the creatures she seen that came through there.
Yeah, July woman.
Yeah.
She work in those labs that's offshores when they splicing DNA. With these dumbass people, they'll have a mermaid-looking creature wash ashore, and they saying mermaids is real. No, motherfucker. Esau is over there splicing.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. It's a channel dedicated to that shit. This one dude doing it in his fucking garage and shit, man.
Oh yeah, and then release it in the wild.
Release it in the wild, man.
Yeah.
He made a panda alligator. He made a panda alligator.
He made like a pig, some of the pig.
A pig dog or something like that.
That's somebody that's a regular citizen.
That's a regular citizen.
Imagine what Esau is doing with the technology he has.
Yeah.
Right.
Newly created creatures, like the scriptures speak about, man. Esau is down there in the lab. He got shit like in the movies, motherfuckers in the glass and water and shit with masks on. That he gonna release on his command because they gonna be like the Greys, the so-called gray aliens. Those are all drones, man. Esau created that shit. Okay? He got, man, this is the left hand of the Most High we talking about, man.
Right. And then remember it surfaced that the way he made them look, go back to a demon that they were summoning up. Alistair Crowley was summoning up a demon that looked like a gray.
Looks like that. That's right.
So these motherfuckers devils. Hey, the Lord gave them what we explaining.
Man, he gave them the technology, man. That's why majority of the people out here walking around is a whole goddamn antenna.
Right. So you know, another thing too, what Esau is doing that you don't know about is he's slowly splicing people, man. He's doing it, but he's doing it on the low, and it.
Well, that's what the jump shot.
Yeah,
that's what the jump shot was all about.
It's the jab, man.
The CRISPR tech.
Yeah.
All right. It splices into your natural DNA.
Yeah.
And then it's putting animal and reptile and all type of you're not even considered a human anymore.
No.
If you took that damn jump shot, man.
Your rights, which you know all that shit is bullshit anyway, but your rights is gone, man. Now he's mixing man with machine.
Yeah, that dude.
It's called the Internet of Bodies.
Yep.
It's in the food now.
Yes,
They don't need to inject shit on you now.
They could make it rain down on an airplane, man.
Right, they got it. It's everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Esau doing that shit, man. Like, you know, that's easy work for him.
And it keep reminding me of Proverbs 16:4, where it says the Lord have created all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil.
That's right. That's right.
So the Lord gave this man all this technology for this day that's coming.
That's right.
Right, you know?
That's right. And we got the insight. The water Yahweh Shah for giving us the eyesight to see. All right?
Can I get this one real fast?
If it wasn't for that, man, we'd be out here just like the rest of these people, man.
We through it.
We don't know what these people don't have a clue what's getting ready to happen out here, man.
Zero.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says 2nd Esdras 9:20. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it.
The devices is a part of them devices is the technology.
Yeah, because this dude, he weaponized every little thing. He weaponized it.
Food.
Yeah.
Prescription drugs. Why is it? Here it is. They say the drugs that give you, it ain't healing you. You gotta keep getting that goddamn bottle refilled.
Yeah, you gotta keep coming back.
I need to go get my prescription. Well, when that shit gonna heal you?
He don't want you healed.
It ain't meant to heal you.
Because if he heal you, he ain't making no more money.
And ultimately, he ain't controlling you.
Yeah.
See, that's another form of control.
Yeah.
See, Esau really don't need money, man.
Right.
He don't need money. He got the whole world.
Right.
He has the entire world. Money is nothing to these devils, man. It's about control, man. It's about control.
That's exactly that his whole thing. Ever since he been on the scene, he was going back to the garden. It was been about control. He was like, yeah, you right. You can tell the way his chest was sticking out.
He got money.
He got money like a
Money's nothing to
motherfucker.
these devils, man.
Right.
You know where we at? In order to live here, man, you gotta have money, man. You can't come down here and just get an apartment and no. If you got an apartment down here and you by yourself, you either got money or you working your ass off just to keep that goddamn apartment.
Right.
And you ain't got time to chill or nothing. You working 7 days a week, 3 jobs.
Yeah, 3 jobs. And it's the studio.
So you never home.
You never home and shit.
You can't enjoy it.
You can't even enjoy the home you have just to be around all this bullshit.
You paid at least 32.
Yeah.
For a 1-bedroom little ass box.
Yeah. Old ass furnace still in the wall. Through.
Yeah. Go
They
read
got
that.
one
Read
more
that
verse
again.
here.
Read that from the top again. That verse.
Yeah.
Go out in the.
It said back in Jeremiah 6:25. It says, "Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way, for the sword of the enemy and the fear is on every side."
That's it. It's gonna be great fear out here, man. And that's what the devil thrives on. He wants to bring so much fear. That's what 2020 was all about. Fear. He brought fear so that you can trust him. So you can go to Dodger Stadium, Magic Mountain, your local gyms, wherever they set up for you to get your arm. You can drive up and just put your arm there and they stick your stupid ass. It was all driven by fear. All right? And that was a test run. Now imagine when they start dropping people.
Oh, yeah, they're going.
When people just start, like, all these people that just walking by, they out here having lunch, you know what I'm saying, washing clothes, out with the family. Now imagine you just out and motherfuckers just start convulsing, falling over, and bleeding out of their offices. You know how much fear that's gonna generate?
Yeah.
It's gonna generate so much fear, people gonna be thinking it's an airborne goddamn disease.
Yeah.
Not knowing that it's already in your goofy ass.
It's already in your shit. And then they're going to implement medical martial law.
Yep.
Clear your
Okay.
And after that,
Don't be
all
outside.
rights.
You are not to be outside.
Yep.
This is a medical emergency.
Yep, and that medical, anything medical and emergency automatically cuts all rights of like whatever constitution, whatever rules of the city or the laws of the land. It cuts it because it's under a medical emergency.
Right. And the WHO, the WHO,
and
they call it the pandemonic shit treaty.
Oh yeah.
Where they got all these countries signed in on it, man.
Yep. And they get full power of what
they
happens.
got full power over when there's another pandemonic shit. They take control of the nation.
Yep.
Okay. Now Austria, they pulled out, and this administration pulled out too. But that's all a part. That's all a part of it. That's all a part of the plan.
Yeah, like how they showed the car swab drop down. Man, get the fuck out of that dude.
It's all a part of they playing with you. It's all psyop. Psychological war, man.
I got a real quick precept. This is Psalm 91:7.
Beautiful.
1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand.
Yeah. You out and you see these motherfuckers just falling over, and you like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I remember the elder D-Mash out in Indiana. He had a dream of it.
Yeah.
He had a dream that people were just falling out and they were fucked up. And he had to grab his son and was like, let's go, man, we gotta go. Same thing, I believe Elder Malcolm had a dream, the same type of dream. But the people was going crazy and they was trying to grab him and he had to protect himself. Okay?
It says, but it shall not come nigh thee, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
That's right, man. And the Lord gonna allow us to see it.
Oh yeah.
And I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see it, man. And if you're a true believer, you should want to. You should be hastening to see it, man. Because the faster we get to that point and these things happen, the faster we gonna be in the kingdom, man.
Yeah, man, that's what it's about. Shit.
I gotta
We
pray.
trying to get to the next.
We trying
to get to the next.
We trying to get to the next
chapter,
glory,
you know,
man.
The next thing.
We trying to get to the next glory, baby. You understand me? It's about getting to the next glory, man. We ready for the next level.
I got. Can I grab this?
Yeah, go ahead.
There's Sirach 25 and 7. It says, "There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy in his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemies."
Right. And I hope I'm one of those men to see this bitch go down, man. From the chariots.
See women go down.
You know what I'm saying? See the fireworks show from the chariots, man.
Serious.
See the Lord light the whole earth up, man.
Be glorified, man.
Where was we at? That was in Jeremiah.
I think I have one more verse.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, Jeremiah 6:26. I started 25. It says, "Go not forth into the field, nor walk by the way, for the sword of the enemy and the fear is on every side. O daughter of my people, gird thee with sackcloth, and wallow thyself in ashes."
O daughter of my people, the Israelites. Somebody give me that. I believe it's in it's either Ezekiel 9. No, not Ezekiel 9. Jeremiah 9, where it speaks about teach thy daughters lamentation.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah 9. Somebody find that. All right. This is what the Lord is telling you to do. Gird thyself in sackcloth. In the ancient world, when we put on sackcloth, that was a sign of mourning. Okay? It's gonna be a lot of like Biggie said in that, it's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing. All right? If my burglar alarm, that rhyme and shit. But it's gonna be a lot of death, it's gonna be a lot of crying out here, man. It's gonna be a lot of lamenting out here, man. Because you lose, like over there, we were speaking about Gaza earlier, right?
Yeah.
Those people over there losing their loved ones, ain't nobody coming to their aid.
Right.
They out there weeping. I'm talking about weeping so hard that they ready to give up the ghost.
Yeah, they like suicide or something like that.
They ready to, I'm talking about weeping to their bowels from the bottom of their gut, man. And ain't no help coming.
Right.
Allah's not saving them.
Right.
I know. Where's Allah?
He don't exist.
You know what I'm saying?
This nigga don't exist.
They calling for help.
Yeah.
And ain't no help coming.
Right.
They can't even get rice. You know what I'm saying? They can't get water. No medical aid, no medical. They can't even get a good night's rest. You can't get a good night rest when missiles are just dropping.
No. Yeah, because they drop missiles where everybody at, stationary.
Sleeping in buildings that have been hit by missiles.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to get some type of, they can't get it. So what you think gonna happen here, man?
No electricity.
No electricity. And it's summer now. It's getting hotter.
Oh,
You're gonna have people dying of malnutrition, dehydration, diseases because all the dead bodies.
Yep. Stink gonna come up. Yeah. They got a little bit out. Still doing the same thing.
Yeah, come.
Oh, daughter of my people, gird thee with sackcloth and wallow thyself in ashes. Make thee mourning as for an only son, most bitter lamentation.
Make thee mourning as for an only son. You see, when a woman loses her son, lose a child, the way she weeping, it's crazy.
Yeah.
She's crying with great bitterness.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, girl, don't drink your juice in the hood.
Roll it in the streets.
Something like that. It is a comedy, but women really be screaming like that.
Another depiction is Set It Off. When Jada Pinkett Carrot, her brother got killed.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And then 12 Years a Slave, remember? And they snatched her children from her.
Yeah.
And Solomon Northup had to tell her, try to encourage her. She's like, let me warn my children.
Yeah. It's gonna be most bitter lamentation. All right, the scriptures speak about that in the book of Lamentations.
Yeah.
Bitter lamentation. It's gonna be bad, man. And that's why we gotta have this knowledge, because when we see it all happening, we already know why it's happening. All right, and we can't get soft for it happening to our people, because we understand and know why the Lord is doing it.
Yeah.
See, a lot of our people that claim to be Israelites, they gonna get caught up in their emotions when they see the Lord start jacking up his people, man.
He already is, bro.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna like when
Marching and shit.
marching with these goddamn dummies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna get caught up because you gonna let your emotions rule over you.
Yeah.
The scriptures say whoever perishes been innocent.
Right. Exactly.
That's why you gotta have this knowledge in you.
Yep.
Because if you got the knowledge in you, then you know what time it is. You know what's happening. It's judgment.
Judgment. Yep, it's the last little sentence. It says, "For the spoiler shall suddenly come upon us."
Yep.
Esau.
Hey, that's not Jeremiah, Isaiah 47. Matter of fact, the whole level. Isaiah 47. In a moment. Where it's gonna come in one day.
One day.
Yeah.
It's at one day it's just gonna happen.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no stopping after that. You got something?
I got that with you.
Okay, come on, go ahead.
The prophet Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children and
Man.
widowhood.
That's what's happening in Gaza. One bomb, the loss of children.
Yeah, bro.
Widowhood, women without husbands no more, without children. Sitting there crying over dead bodies, man.
Body parts.
You know what I'm saying? A whole bloody garment
bro.
with pieces of the body under it, man.
Yeah.
Not even the whole body, or a body in chunks out of it.
Yeah. Head.
Head gone.
Yeah.
You know, and just lamenting over it. Can't stop.
Real.
Can't nobody come in. You can't console somebody that's going through that.
Oh no, you can't.
You can't. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta take it as if something was to happen to your children. How would you feel? You get upset when your daughter might bump her face or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
get all
Fuck, man.
You don't want no blemishes.
You want to messing up her pretty face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just imagine,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Holding their baby, screaming up to the heavens. Why?
Baby, lifeless.
Oh, just imagine a child weeping over their mother, over their father. 4-year-old child. This is the type of horror the Lord is bringing, man.
Straight trauma. It says, they shall come upon thee in their perfection.
It's gonna be perfected. All right? It's gonna be perfected, man. Just like earlier we was talking about Memorial Weekend that happened, and you had those shootings that took place. Jake wasn't looking for it to happen. Jake was partying. And it came to him in their perfection. Pregnant women was mowed down. Kids was mowed, blood every goddamn way, man. But you didn't see too much news coverage. That's how you know it was planned by Esau.
Right.
All right? And I was talking to the bros earlier before we started. June's gonna be a hell of a month of judgment, man.
Yep.
I believe that.
Oh yeah, bro.
Because that's Pride Month.
Oh yeah.
Pride Month. Then you got Juneteenth. Niggas gonna be barbecuing all over Babylon.
Yeah.
In mass. Perfect targets, man. Soft targets.
Wow, man.
And they warned you. Remember old girl, I forget her name. She was on the Sean Ryan show. I did a video on it. She was saying the summer of 2025, we're gonna see a lot more TERR attacks.
Yeah, she was going there.
All right, we're gonna see a lot more of that. All right, at mass gatherings and things of that nature. And in the summer is when you have all these different events popping. Everybody outside. Concerts. You know, different venues. Food truck nights, all that type of shit, man.
Yeah. Taco Fest out here in Cali. They have a Taco Fest, have the whole street blocked off, and everybody
I was
bring
just
their
looking
taco.
at that. Taco Fest.
And then you got these motherfuckers that hate Americans over here. You know?
Yeah, that's funny because the brother I was rolling with Yawan, he was talking about that one of the warehouses he was working in. It was owned by some Iranians,
and he'd come in there saying "Death to America."
Yeah.
He'd come in there saying "Death to America."
At work?
Yeah,
But they here.
Damn.
and these guys make. They were making pieces. They were aerospace.
Wow.
They making pieces, bro.
All you have to do, see,
That make 40 pieces.
Yeah.
That's why
shut that
he's
whole
playing.
motherfucker down.
No, he ain't. He ain't gonna shut it down.
Look at that.
It's a part of the plan.
Saying death to America.
It's a part of the plan, man.
Damn. While making their airplane pieces.
That's how you know Esau is just like a big.
Hey, but they show you that in the movie. They show you that these different nations that's over here, they working right amongst in the lowest of the government, man.
Yeah, Salt was the movie with Angelina Jolie.
Remember, what was the movie? Olympus Has Fallen.
Oh yeah.
Okay, when that shit went down, they was right. They had a meeting with the president, and then it went down. You know what I'm saying? And then the dude from South Korea said, "Now your country will know famine." And I remember seeing it in the movie theaters. And at that scene, when he was getting ready to explode all the nuclear missiles inside of the silos, you know, of course they didn't. But at the end of the movie, wasn't no clapping. None of them Edomites was in there clapping, man.
Yeah, them Edomites.
Because it was a reality check.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
I love when Edomites get those type of reality
Hell
checks.
yeah.
Hell
yeah.
Because his inward thought is that his house should continue forever.
Right.
Yep. And that's the same thing with Mission Impossible, man.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no goddamn Ethan coming through to save the day, man.
Hell no. One man saves the world and shit. He doing all
And he
type of
doing
shit.
this motherfucking he in motherfucking water so cold that as soon as you get into it, you go into hypothermia.
Yeah.
He in that shit, you know what I'm saying, swimming. You ain't finna swim in no water that goddamn cold.
Yeah, this motherfucker's over a mile deep, swimming up with nothing. Just
he had to get naked in that cold ass water.
naked. He just swimming and
Crazy
shit.
love.
He in his drawers.
Nigga heart, nigga blood will freeze.
Yeah, because the marine animals that swim in that habitat, they have to have extra fat.
Yeah,
extra
blubber is
fur.
done.
Yeah,
Come on, like a seal. Right.
And he was ripped up, cut up. He ain't had that much fat on his body.
Right. Yeah, come on, man.
So it ain't gonna be no weapon.
Buzz moving further down.
Oh, okay. Oh, they was being loud, probably. Yeah.
Or top in Halloween.
Yeah.
They got the horns.
Youth juice.
Go ahead, finish that.
It says, they shall come upon thee in the perfection
In their perfection, they gonna come upon this place, man.
for the multitude of thy sorceries.
For the multitude of the sorcery. Matter of fact, somebody pull that up in the blue letter. That word sorcery right there.
You got it. Only I got it.
This place was built on sorcery.
Yeah. What's the conclusion for a witch? You gotta burn them.
You gotta be put to death. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. All right? And this place was founded on sorcery.
Yeah.
When you turn on that TV, that's sorcery. All right?
Hell yeah.
When you go to that pharmacy, that's sorcery.
In Revelations, it says that this place deceived the people by the means of those miracles, and those miracles are the sorcery.
Yeah. And it said sorcerers should find their way into the lake of fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All sorcerers and liars.
It says, this is the word sorcery, all right, in Isaiah 47:9. It comes from the Hebrew kashat. It says sorcery, witchcraft.
Witchcraft, baby.
Witchcraft.
That's what America's all about.
Yeah.
All right? Witchcraft. On all levels. Hollywood is nothing but witchcraft. Hey, these women, nothing but witchcraft. Hey, because makeup is
I was
sorcery.
just about to say that.
These BBLs and fake bodies, that's sorcery.
Hey, even all the food in the restaurants is witchcraft because they put things like MSG in it for you to like it. And you consuming all these type of chemicals in it, thinking
That's
that tastes
sorcery.
good.
That's
sorcery.
good. Hey, the fast food is sorcery.
Sorcery.
They tricking you to think it's a burger when you eating dead people.
Yeah, literally.
You eating ground up dead people, man.
Right.
People burrito.
Remember the horse that came out? It was eating horse meat.
It's coming out now. They did that commercial, that KFC commercial.
Oh, that shit was crazy.
They dumped the person in the so-called river, and it came up as a goddamn chicken tender.
Yeah, I don't fuck
Oh,
with KFC.
I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
I don't fuck with no tenders nowhere no more. I don't give a damn where it's from. I'm not buying that shit.
Hey, this devil has the technology to make human flesh taste like something else,
Yep.
chicken or whatever.
Yep.
What's that shit called? Mock meat.
Mock meat.
If you ain't diligent enough in the grocery store, you might pick that shit up, thinking it's a damn steak.
Whoa, shit! They got it out there.
Yeah.
It's all mingled with the with the real shit.
Yeah, that shit's witchcraft.
Yeah, 3D printing meat.
Yeah, 3D printing and shit. This shit is hanging off a tube and shit.
Even like I'll be looking at this meat I bought.
Even I don't trust a lot of the vegan stuff like an Impossible
hell
burger.
no.
Oh hell no!
Yeah,
Yeah,
Impossible.
That's straight
That
chemical,
shit is
bro.
that shit
bullshit.
is impossible
To digest. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to shit that out, man.
Yeah, that's the only thing about
And
it.
Bill Gates owns that.
Yeah, that's it. That's
So
it.
you should already know what that's about.
Probably got bug. You got bug. Half of it is bug. Grinded up bugs.
Yeah, they call that protein.
Yeah, protein. Everything is protein when it comes to the devil. It's protein, protein.
Right.
God damn, no, that's a spider, bro.
That's roaches.
We ain't supposed to eat them creepy things.
Remember that was in Snowpiercer.
Yeah,
The protein bars.
Yeah, the protein bars.
You know what I'm saying? They was finding out they was eating grounded roaches.
Hey, it came out that all these different bars throughout the years, Snicker bars, Twix, they grind up bugs and they put it in there, man.
The FDA allows a certain amount.
A certain amount, and that includes flies.
Yeah.
And they sourcing it too. It ain't like, okay, a fly flew into the machine. No, they actually got a fucking tub full of flies. And they
Dump it in there, ground up flies to a powder. You know, ground up spiders and all that shit.
That's what the whole Red 40 thing was
40.
about.
Yep.
It's a little is it a tick? I forget what it is, but it's a little red little tick.
Yeah.
And when you smash it down, it just I forget what the fuck it do. Like, but
All
it's
you gotta
basically
do-
boom.
All you gotta do is freeze dry it.
Yeah,
Freeze dry it and turn it into a powder.
Yeah.
And then
That's
just
it.
mix up in the chocolate and like nothing.
And that's sorcery, that's witchcraft. That's why the scriptures say in Ezekiel that we shall eat our bread defiled among the heathen. You know, things that's lawful for us to eat is still defiled.
Yeah.
Because Esau made sure he defiled it.
So
Go ahead.
It says, "For the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments."
That's right. And the enchantments is at an abundant, high, goddamn rate here in America, man. Okay? When you go to a concert and everybody putting up a lighter, that's a goddamn enchantment, man. You know? Everywhere you look, it's enchantments. When LeBron James get that powder and he throw that shit up, that's an enchantment.
Yeah,
Everybody following it,
They
man.
do that weird shit.
even that when they make the 3-pointers now, the way that they throw their fingers up to 666.
Yep.
It's in music. Heavy.
Oh, music, you can forget about it.
Yeah.
The cat been out that bag. One of the top moguls is take a look in the trial, that nigga's a whole demon.
Yeah.
And everybody that was involved with him, man. Everybody in that industry are demons.
Yeah.
Sorcery, man. Witchcraft. Go ahead.
It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me."
Yeah. And we didn't see at one point. Everybody was, before the Lord opened up our minds to this truth, we were all lost to what the hell Esau was doing.
Right.
We was doing we was singing the music.
Yeah, we
We was locked into that shit. We was under that spell.
we couldn't see nothing.
Couldn't see nothing, man. We was lost in that
Whole
darkness.
music industry. Satanic.
As it tells you that in what's that Ephesians 2?
Yeah.
All right, we were under that spell, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Darkness.
But the Lord opened up the book, all right, raising up the prophets. And he opened our eyes to see it. All right? Now we can see everything about this society is goddamn witchcraft.
Right.
Everything.
Everything, man. Even the symbols of brands. The brands on the symbols is witchcraft. And just everything, like your brother's saying.
Everything about this society is geared towards you worshiping Satan one way or another, man.
That's right.
Left hand energy. One way or another. If your woman ruling over you, guess what? You're under a spell.
Yeah, you under a fucking spell.
You're under a spell. Witchcraft. I seen the video. Chick came, she was talking to her husband. She was saying, you can't come home and just go to sleep.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
And he said, what makes you think you got power over me getting some sleep? She threw up her wedding ring.
Wow.
She said, this give me the power. That's what she was saying.
Which is witchcraft.
Witchcraft, man.
Ain't no fucking.
And then she pointed to the children. In the ancient world, a woman wouldn't dare do no shit like that, man.
Fuck that.
When you hear, man. That's why Jake fucked. That's where Jake fucked up.
It's over, man.
You know what I'm saying?
If you don't got this truth, it's over for you, man.
That's right. That's
Right. Go back to Egypt. They're putting the ring on the finger like that because it's a vein that go from that finger, your marriage finger, all the way up to your heart. So they put the ring on that finger.
That's crazy.
Dude gave it the power since he bent his knee.
Oh, man.
Knee. There you go.
Submitting to it.
Submitting, and she's supposed to submit to you.
Right. Yeah. When
Backwards ass society. Witchcraft out here, man.
When Isaac took Rebecca in the tent, that was it right there.
It wasn't no ring.
Yeah.
Make sure she had a
He
ring.
didn't bow to her.
Right. It said that she became his wife.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, they wasn't in there playing cards.
Simple as that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? They didn't go in there to, he didn't want to learn about who she was. You know what I'm saying? Her likes, her this. No.
Right.
He wasn't, no. It was, this is what it is. Let's go.
You don't hear her talking about no shit that you would hear a modern day woman saying. It ain't nothing like that in the scripture. She came at her husband like that.
Yeah, matter of fact, when she seen him from afar, she covered herself up.
Nailed herself. Yeah. Hoping that she was worthy enough for him.
Right. Where?
It says, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee.
Because the wisdom and knowledge is knowledge of wickedness. It ain't knowledge of the Heavenly Father, it's knowledge of wickedness. Right. Go ahead.
It says,
another form of witchcraft is the churches. How can we forget that?
That's right, bro.
That's a major form of witchcraft and sorcery.
Yeah.
You know how that Christianity got a chokehold on Jake. Got Jake in a full Nelson, man.
Yeah, they can't even get it. And this crazy part is when you look back in history, Jake was running from that. We were detesting that. We were dying to not take that on.
Right.
So the generations went by, the fear was instilled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To where now, not just fear, but like William Lynch said it, it's a system rotating on
its own axis.
On its own axis. Esau ain't got to do nothing no more. It's rotating within itself because it's bred within our people, man.
Hey, anybody got a water?
It should. That sun out here is different. I got real quick because you said it's wickedness. Sirach 19:22 says, "The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
That's right.
Neither at any time the counsel of the sinners prudence." Yeah, because at the end of the day, what end up happening to a wicked person or a sinner that's trying to spread his little virus? The Lord end up putting everybody to death. The ones who listen to him and him.
Yeah.
And that's what's getting ready to happen to Esau.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, if you down with what he talking about, you gonna go down right with him.
Die with this man.
That's right, man.
This nigga he taking 2/3 of you niggas. He got you.
Hey, Esau mind frame shit. If I can't get it, ain't none of you niggas getting it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow the whole world up.
Yeah, that's his mindset.
That's his mindset. I'm taking my ball. If I can't play, I'm taking it.
Yeah.
I'm taking my ball. So ain't nobody playing. That's his mindset. Oh, spoiled ass kid, man.
I hate that shit, man. I hate it.
He's jack his ass. Man, give me your ball, punk. And we'll be playing with it. He'll just be. As soon as he get it, he'll get it and run.
Yeah.
He'll get the rebound and run and shit.
I gotta appreciate it.
Go ahead.
It is Habakkuk 2 and 5. Ye also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, never keepeth at home.
Yep.
Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and cannot, as his depth cannot be satisfied.
Here it is, he got the whole world and he still ain't satisfied.
Crazy, bro.
He owned the earth, he owned the airs. You know, so you can't fly no plane if you don't know English. You ain't speaking the devil's language, you better not get in them skies. He'll blow your ass right out of it.
Yeah. Got the
Like
whole-
in the movie Mission Impossible. The new one.
Yeah.
They was in the they was about to drop his ass off. And them Russians, they seen they was even in the wrong airspace. Them Russians flew by and they showed them, nigga, we got live missiles. You better get your ass out the air, man.
Yeah.
And the pilot, the American pilots were scared as shit.
That shit was crazy.
You know?
It's crazy because I was watching that documentary that that Amawan shared dealing with Sitting Bull. And basically it just shows you that the Esau took the whole Western Hemisphere. He has all the Western Hemisphere. And he still got his little portion of over there in the east. Because remember, Russians are Edomites.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So he got portions, and he got Europe, Russia, and he got little spots throughout
He got the whole
Middle
earth.
East. Yeah,
He got the whole earth, man. It's in his control.
Like, damn.
Job 9 and 24.
Still need more. Still gotta change the DNA on the people.
Not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough for this guy.
But gather unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. He wants complete control. That's why he put in that mark of the beast system in there, man.
Yeah.
Okay, because he wants complete control of the people. So like the brothers are talking about the UBI.
Yeah.
You already know about the real ID, right?
Yeah.
That's a scam.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the number you enter that system.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so that's the whole point. They want to know what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
So once you have that UBI, they like the brother said, they can control the funds that goes in your digital wallet.
Yep.
All right. So if you go far left, they could take that away from you just like that. Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, this is Project 2030 is about.
Right.
That's right.
Okay. Project 2025 already started to get to that 2030. All right. So it's what it is, man.
Just imagine that you could be in the store about to purchase something and they, oh, I'm sorry, based off your recent Google searches, I can't sell you anything.
Right.
Whoa,
Right. You can't get a burger because you had 3 burgers this week already.
Somebody
Your cholesterol will be too high. We can't sell you a burger, but we can get you can go get an apple and some celery.
Yeah. They did a short film on it. A short film, it's about like 5 minutes.
The little animation?
Yeah. No. A woman went to the store
Oh, okay.
and she wanted to get groceries, and to do like this, we don't do that. You gotta have the mark of the beast. She said, "Look, I got money."
Oh
and everything."
I seen that.
She said, "Look, I'm sorry, I can't do it, man. You're bad for business." She said, "Look, there's a guy that he could do it. He can help you."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what it's gonna come
That's
to.
gonna come down.
You're gonna have to. The black market is gonna be literally everybody that ain't down with the system. They gonna overwhelm that market, and then Esau gonna shut it down.
Yeah.
And chaos is gonna ensue, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Before I came here, I was watching the Dallas brothers, the live they did last night, and the Edomite walked up to the camp and they asked him about the mark of the beast, the chip, and would he take it? And he wasn't given a yay or nay, but he circled around and said, "Yeah, sure, I'll get it."
Yeah.
You know,
This is their fucking king. This is them.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
And they don't have no hope in nothing.
Nothing.
Just like General Yohana said a few years back.
Oh yeah.
You gonna take the chip if you want to eat.
Yeah, he said that.
He said came out his mouth, man. Guess what? I'm not taking that motherfucking chip.
Right.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Rakazah, man.
right.
Why starve?
That's right.
Shit, I already just eat once a day anyway.
Shit, the Lord ain't even gonna allow us to starve though, because He said,
that's
"My
scripture
servant shall
say we
eat."
gonna eat.
That's right.
If we have to go through some holding of our appetite, it's just gonna be a test onto us. That's it.
Yeah.
And gotta wait for the Lord. Wait
That's
for the
it,
mercy
man.
of the Lord.
That's what Daniel did in the lion's den.
Yeah.
So much so the Lord said, man, Habakkuk, go take Habakkuk and take him some of that food that you was about to give to your workers in the field.
He said, I ain't never even been to Babylon.
Don't worry about it, I got you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Teleported him right to Daniel.
Yeah, right. Look at it, really.
Remember when Yahushua fasted those 40 days and 40 nights and Satan came to tempt him? He said, turn these bread. Yahushua hit him with the scriptures, man. Shall not live by bread alone.
By every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High.
That's right.
Satan was trying to use the scriptures too, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what they Satan gonna use the scriptures in this time.
Yeah,
Romans 13. Romans the 13th chapter. They gonna all power is of the Most High. They gonna use the scriptures. They already didn't put it on the books. They got. I remember Apostle Gabar brought it out years ago. FEMA pastors to pacify congregation.
Yeah.
When martial law is declared. All right. Now, when March of 2020 happened, what started to happen after that? You had pastors, you had rappers, actors. What were they promoting? The jump shot.
Yeah, and a lot of them ain't here.
You know what I'm saying?
Aaron, you gave me his jersey from Graves.
Aaron.
Hank Aaron. Yep.
And then what's his name? This is the only shot I won't block.
Bill Russell.
Where is that? All of them
He
back up there
gone.
with the
Back in the
helmet.
spirit world.
You even got false prophets were promoting the jab.
Yeah, and it was actually doing videos of going there, bro.
Recording themselves with their ticket and shit. Knowing you niggas sick as a motherfucker right now too.
They even got DMS.
Ain't even normal and shit. Niggas probably ain't even at the camp no more. Sick in the dog.
Where's your faith at?
Some of their members passed away.
Yeah, some of them passed away.
Yeah, he's like, he had a dove. He had a dove pass away. A dove.
You had one of the members of the IUIC. He said when he took the jump shot that he felt like he lost his faith. You know why? Because it targets your God gene, the VMAT2 gene. All right.
Yeah. What is it, Bill? Gil Bates. That dude said this will eradicate the most
The radicals.
Yeah. The most extremists.
The religious extremists, fanatics. Yeah.
This will eliminate them.
Wishful thinking.
That nigga Gil.
I'm looking for Keisha.
Oh, he's spicy.
There's more to that, bro?
Oh no.
And then we'll go to 2nd Ezra 9. You want to check your battery?
Yeah. I was gonna check around 5.
Go ahead, read, bro.
God. Back in Isaiah 47, latter part of verse 10. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off.
That's right. And we here. Once it happens, ain't gonna be no stopping it. You're gonna have to deal with it. And a nigga ain't ready to deal with it, man. Just imagine the money don't work no more. Ain't gonna be no more swiping. None of that. When they stop the money system, Jake gonna lose their mind, man. Shit, all the people gonna lose their mind.
It says, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth.
Yeah. And that's dealing with Esau himself, because he ain't even gonna have control.
Nah, he ain't gonna be. How you gonna control all of this that's happening, man? You just a man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna. The Lord's taking over. You know. The Lord gonna be in the front seat. Esau just gonna be acting like he got control. Why you think the nigga gonna run to the bunkers?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that. I was just getting ready to say that, man.
You know.
It says, if so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
Right. If those enchantments and that witchcraft that you've been dealing with, if that's really you in control of that, then you'll be able to prosper.
Yeah, you'll be
and you'll be able to prevail of what's coming.
Yeah.
But you know what the Lord gonna do? He gonna take that left hand power from you.
He gonna take
because he controls that left hand power.
Yeah.
He controls Satan.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
He gonna tell Satan, no, that's it.
It's enough.
Show him that he's what's that Psalms the 9th chapter?
He said that he's only man.
That he's nothing but a man. All right? These motherfuckers talking about they gonna on the level of getting ready to be God. You ain't gonna be no God.
Nah, hell no.
You know, the Lord, you've been deceived. You have been deceived.
Oh, 14. Psalms 14.
No. Psalms 9.
Oh, okay.
Psalms 14 is another one. Yeah, the last verse.
Okay.
You can start at start at 17. Read to 20. And then first read that again, Samara. If thou shalt be able to prosper, and thou shalt be able to prevail.
It says, if so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
That's right. And you ain't gonna be able to prevail because the Lord gonna show you that you're nothing but a man. All right? And he gave you the power that you possess.
Yep. Right.
All that pride, that little fucking pipsqueak, Noah Yuval Harari, talking about Jesus is fake news, free will, that's a thing of the past. You know, humans are hackable animals. All them proud statements that these devils be making. The Lord gonna show you. He even made he wrote a book, which is like an atheist Bible. You know what I'm saying? They said if we got the power to make it rain, we got the power to do all that.
Yeah.
So they proud with the technology the Lord gave them.
Yeah.
So read that in Psalms.
Yep.
The Psalms 9, verse 17. It says, the wicked shall be turned into hell in all the nations that forget the Heavenly Father.
Mm-hmm.
For the needy should not always be forgotten.
And we're the needy. Because in their world, we're forgotten about. All right? And then you might ask them, well, we ain't forgotten. What about all our people that are making money? Well, those people that are making money that are of our people, they sold out to the devil.
Yeah.
They sold out, man. They ain't getting paid because they just that talented.
Right.
No, they went in that room and they did, you know, what they had. They did what they did to get that seat.
Yeah.
To deceive your stupid ass.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep, it says, for the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor should not perish forever.
Right. And what's our expectation? Yahweh Shai, baby.
That's right.
Coming to deliver us, man. Coming to smash this society.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep. It says, arise, O Lord, let not men prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight.
That's right. And that's what's getting ready to happen. All right? The Lord is getting ready to judge these heathens, man. Go ahead.
It says, put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be that the nations may know themselves to be but men.
That's it. So when the time comes, the Lord gonna snatch all that left hand power that he gave you, all the rituals, all the sacrifices that you done did, you know what I'm saying, in order for you to get that power from Satan, he gonna take that from them. And then you're gonna realize you ain't nothing but a man.
That's the weakest man at that.
Yeah.
You the basest of man. The lowest of the low. Goddamn Joe Dirts, man.
Especially when we go down and we go into them wherever your little underground bunker is, and we just going in there hauling y'all asses out. Yeah. Y'all gonna realize that at that moment that you ain't shit.
Yeah.
Smacking you right in your damn head.
Yeah, all them robots that you're gonna have to protect you,
Oh yeah.
we're gonna crumble them like tin cans.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck around and turn
Remember
them
that?
all on you.
On the Watchmen, so like it, bro.
Nah, my fault, go ahead.
On the Watchmen when he took that tank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
The tin can.
Yeah.
Tin can.
Yep.
He first he
Yeah.
took it
Broke it
apart.
apart.
He
piece by piece.
Had the pieces floating, then he brought them together like a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yep. I got a script.
Dropped it.
It's Psalm 7 and 8. It says, "The Lord shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness and according to my integrity that is in me. Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. For the righteous power trieth the hearts and reigns."
Right. It says establish the just. The just are the elect.
Right.
And that's what the Lord is doing. He's establishing us. And that's what's shown in Daniel 2:44. All right. The Lord is raising up a kingdom in the midst of these other kings.
Right.
All right. We're being established. All right. Don't you know if it was up to Esau, he would drone us, man.
Quick.
He got the power to where he could just make something happen. You know what I'm saying? He got the technology to where he don't need no fingerprints. But he ain't got that power. The Lord is in control.
Right.
If it was up to him, we'd all be through.
He could just come to our house and get us. He know where we all live.
Pull up on it. Send pay somebody to go.
Reading our chats.
Send one of them straight killers to our house, kill our whole family. Lay us down.
Easy work.
Easy work.
But the Lord won't let them.
Yeah.
Hey, they show you that in that movie Born Identity.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
You know, they got those assassins, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a
But
preset.
it says verse 10, my defense is of the Heavenly Father, which saveth the upright in heart. It says the Heavenly Father judges the righteous, and the Heavenly Father is angry with the wicked every day. It says if he turn not, he will whet his sword. If he have bent his bow and made it ready, he have also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity.
What's the arrows? The missiles. He ordained them arrows against who?
Against the persecutors,
which is Esau.
Right.
Here it is. He made Esau create them missiles, and they made for him.
They made for this dude.
That's crazy.
They made to take his ass out.
You've been played.
Yeah, that's
Verse 14. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. He hath made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made.
Yeah.
Look, that's basically what you were saying.
Yeah, exactly. He gonna get hit with this very same missile that you put millions of dollars to put together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You created the missiles to try to scare the people. You know what I'm saying? Scare the people into submission to you, but the Lord gonna make you use the missiles.
Yeah. Right.
And then the missiles gonna be used to destroy your society, your rulership, your heaven.
Yeah.
Right? Because them ain't your missiles, those are the Lord's missiles.
That's right. That's right. It's verse 16. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. You through.
Done for.
Right.
And you know it. That's why your ass built in bunkers.
That's why you under there. Niggas under there right now.
The Lord gonna let you witness all the shit that you did, the mischief that you didn't stir up, the chaos that you gonna have out here. The Lord gonna let you witness it. He gonna let you witness us be delivered. And you really gonna be shook at that point. You really gonna be shook at that point. You gonna want that whole shit to cave in rather than to deal with the Lord, man. You would rather have your underground base cave in on you than for us to come get your ass.
Yeah, that's good to say that.
Yeah. I got you. It's you want to get that?
No, you got it.
It's Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness."
Which that started going back 1968, 1969, with the prophet Elijah, whom we believe through faith was Abba Bivens, man. Okay, he came. and lit the fire through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and now this fire has consumed the whole world.
Right? The house of David.
You posted the video of that brother in Norway.
Oh yeah, he by himself.
You know what I'm saying? Look like a whole Edomite, but calling on the names perfectly.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give a double honors.
That's
too.
right, man. That's right, man. we back. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what he saw. He had no control over the elect, man. Now, why you think he was trying to give us jump shots when we was born? He wanted to stop what's happening right now.
He hijacked the whole school education system
to try to stop what's happening right now.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
But you've been being played from jump.
Yeah.
You know, you've been being played from Jump Street, man.
Yeah.
You ain't stronger than the Lord, man.
Right.
This Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
Yeah, we are on every street in every major city in Babylon telling you about your downfall. Telling you that all the technology that you have ain't gonna mean shit. Right. Everything that you've done is gonna come down just like that in one day. The Lord gonna take you down, man.
Wow.
Right. And we ain't got no weapons. We ain't doing nothing carnally to come at you. Everything we're doing is spiritual.
Right.
And all the weapon we're using is the word.
That's right. That's all
The
we need.
scriptures tell you the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. All right?
Mighty.
We out here bold with this word, man. The Lord done put a spirit of boldness on his elect, man.
Yeah.
We're literally David's against Goliath.
Yeah. Exactly.
Really,
When David went to face Goliath, he was like, man, who is this motherfucker think he gonna defy the armies of the living power?
Right.
And he was a youth.
Yeah.
He had to be 14 or 15, man.
Yeah.
Ain't even felt the warmth of a woman. But he was so bold, and the Lord put a spirit on him so bold. He's like, man, I ain't finna wear all this. Man, give me my slingshot.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna slay this goddamn demon.
That's right.
He was uncircumcised.
Yeah, he's like, this uncircumcised motherfucker, man.
It's part in the House of David show where he said, how long have y'all been listening to this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Who is this chump?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, bro.
Straight out of a comic book.
And that's the spirit we in, man. That's why the Lord, another name for the elect, is the Lord's beloved. Right. Which the word David means beloved.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right. Man, the Lord has risen up, like the scriptures say, I have chosen the weak things to confound the strong, man.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
That's right. That's right.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
Continuing, Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
And we all heard that story with the apostles when they was on 34th years ago, and that limo rolled up and Edomite jumped out.
Yeah.
And he went, how did you guys find it out?
Yeah.
We spent millions.
Spent millions to try to hide this truth. You ain't the most high, you dummy.
Yeah, man. The hell?
That ain't how it's written. It ain't written for you to keep it hidden. It was only supposed to be hidden for a time.
Right.
That's it.
All right? The Lord closed the books up until the time of the end.
Right.
It's
Right.
like it keep making me think about how the Heavenly Father stopped Herod from slaying Yahushua.
That's right.
Esau trying to stop it. You can't stop what the Lord got planned.
That's right, man.
Just like none of us could stop this devil coming over here.
That's right.
Couldn't.
Right.
We warred with this motherfucker for 300 years.
Yeah.
Tribe of Gad and Reuben. And we was warring with this motherfucker for 300 years, and he still got us.
Still got it. Moved all the way to the west.
From where he started in fucking Virginia.
Yep.
He started in Virginia, and he moved all the way to the West Coast, man.
Yep.
Slaughtering. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where we just submitted, like, fuck it, man. We can't beat this fool. Chief Joseph of the tribe in the Cheyennes.
Yeah.
All right, he said, look, everybody dead, man. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? We can't fight no more.
Yeah.
Ain't even no point fighting. Everybody dead.
Everybody dead. Which fulfilled Gad, troops overcome.
The troops overcome.
Manifest destiny.
Yeah, that's how it was.
That's what they called it. Esau called it manifest. That's an actual painting of it.
Yeah, it was with President. It was the second president. I think it was his name. I forget his name. I was just listening to it last night in that documentary. He was the one that came up with the term manifest destiny, and that's when they actually started going west.
Yeah.
When they got the East Coast, but they start going west, and they start getting all of they started to hit where Issachar was, which was the land of Mexico, which was all of California, all of this, all the way up to Washington was Mexico. You know?
Yeah,
they came all that.
Yep.
And they wanted to do it to bring in what is it called? Settlers, English settlers?
Yeah, because of what it
English
was.
settlers?
I forget the actual the act, but all they had to do was stake a land and it was theirs.
It was theirs.
And the cost of it was to kill the Indians that was on it.
Yeah.
And then that was your land.
Yeah.
All right? That's why they were known as settlers.
Yes, settlers, the settlers.
Okay? They would just travel, and these were all peasants from goddamn Europe, man.
That's all they were.
They were all the low of the low.
Yep. Yeah.
Came over here and they just went to war. Yep. And if you killed off a tribe, then you was able to claim that plot of land.
That land.
And that was the beginning of their generational wealth.
Yeah. Yeah, which another thing too, added to what you were saying, a lot of the Christianity that was on those boats that came over here, that wasn't the same Christianity that was performed in Europe. Those was the when you get Reformation, the Puritans, what's the other motherfuckers?
Mormons.
The Mormons.
Mormons.
Oh, yeah.
Show you that
was in that movie. Yeah.
The documentary.
It was a show.
No, it was a show.
American Primeval.
American Primeval.
Yeah.
Show you them goddamn, them motherfucking Mormons.
Yeah,
they wasn't no joke, man.
None.
Them Mormons wasn't no joke. If you go to Utah now, and you a so-called, you a darker tribe, man, you gonna feel that hate.
Yeah.
I remember going out there when I used to play ball. When we had tournaments out there, man, you felt the hate in the gym from them goddamn Edomites. You playing all white teams, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they hate you, Jake.
They think we are cursed, man.
You know what I'm saying? They hate your guts, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
American Primeval. They show you the Mormons wasn't no fucking joke, man.
They were there. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, in the '90s with Jordan, he was playing against Utah. It came out that it was food poisoning. That flu game.
They gave him the flu.
Yeah, they brought him some poison.
And the Lord still put the spirit on him to kick ass.
Hey,
crazy.
Hey.
They played him twice in a row.
Now that you just reminded me. If all the NBA players, they tell you one of the worst places to play is Utah. Because of them racist ass crackers out there, man. They able to say whatever to you from them stands, man.
It's crazy.
Malone ass was on that motherfucker.
I'm not sure if it is, but from my understanding, there's no GMS Utah, is it?
Nah, ain't no Jason.
You know fucking
You ain't gonna because they ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
You think some crackers gonna let them jakes out there on the streets? It ain't gonna happen, bro. When you go to Utah, it's predominantly Edomites, man.
You got Mormons and polygamy over there.
And then at the same time, because I know dudes that went out there to play ball, and they bring their ass right back, or they get in trouble behind them goddamn white women, man. All right.
But yeah, going back to what I was saying about the Reformation, which the Reformation was a bunch of motherfucking Edomites breaking off from the Roman Catholic Church and forming their own doctrines. And them same motherfuckers was getting ran out of Europe, and they was getting on those boats and coming straight to the Americas. And that's where you get Protestant. You know, like the Christianity of Protestants. Well, those was the ones that was protesting against the Catholic Church. And then they got ran out of Europe, and they was coming over here on these boats. And when they was coming over here, they was being Edomites, you know?
Hence the name Protestant. Protestants. Protestants. You know? Dirty ass crackers, man.
Coming over here forcing, you know, like in LA, you got the different missions. And then you
missionary churches.
Missionary churches, they were forcing that shit on the Northern Kingdom.
And that's where you get they call it the city San Pedro. That comes from them conquistadors.
That's where it came from.
Them Spaniards. All right? Because they came over here with that Roman Catholic bullshit. You know?
They got all the streets, man.
San Pedro. And they show you that in what was the movie? Apocalypto, and then it was recent. It was part 2. It was part 2.
We were talking about it. I brought it up the other thing.
Is it Panther? Black Panther?
No, it's not Black Panther. The other one. Avatar.
No, not Avatar. It was Black Panther too.
Wakanda Forever, that one.
Not Wakanda, but the part 2 where it showed the Latin tribe.
It showed the Northern Kingdom.
When them conquistadors, them Spaniards, they were speaking Spanish, and he called them the child of the devil. You know? And they showed you they had the tribes, the Latin tribes, in slavery, man.
On plantations.
Man, what's his name?
Ryan Coogler.
He did his thing on that one.
No, I don't think he did part 2.
Oh, he didn't?
I don't think so. I don't think he did too. He did?
Black Panther?
He did part 2 too? Oh, okay.
That's because he's a secret disciple, bro. He listens, and I think he personally listens to Great Millstone. That's what he did.
And he a lesser luminary.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's definitely, and Michael B.
If you go to Long Beach State or Long Beach, that whole campus is built on top of a so-called Native American burial mound.
Oh, yeah.
In particular, the basketball gym.
Yeah. The 405 freeway.
Yeah.
Don't you know? I mean, not the 405 freeway. That too, 405 freeway and LAX airport.
Yeah.
That's built on when Jake was over here thriving.
Yeah.
They destroyed that and built the goddamn airport, man.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, that Gadite casino, isn't that named after a conquistador?
Which one?
Is it San Manuel or some shit?
But maybe so.
Yeah, San Manuel, all of them.
Even the way that the Central, North, and South America, you look at the different names of the little countries that they got over there.
Those are Spaniard names.
Spaniard names. Like El Salvador, it's the name in itself.
Hey, Hernando Cortez.
Yep.
That's a popular shoe out here on the West Coast.
Yeah, the Cortezes.
Nike Cortez, that was named after Hernando Cortez that conquered this place.
It's Sepulveda.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie. Them shit. That's a West Coast.
Yeah, that's a West Coast.
Back in the East, they weren't called no Cortez, it was called Sharkies, bro.
Because they look like sharks. Yeah. But that's mockery. That's Esau mocking us, man.
That's fucking mockery for your ass.
That's mockery.
Yeah, that is. They was gonna call it another name, and they end up calling it Cortez. I forgot which name they named it first, but I think it was a complex. It was something. But then they named it Cortez.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I got a precept here in Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?
Hey, going back to what we was talking about, the missions, the missionary churches they built when they got over here, whether it was Roman Catholic, whether it was Christianity, all right, they proclaimed to be the people of the Lord. We mentioned Apocalypto. The end of the movie, when Jaguar Paul, they chased him all the way to the shores, and then his clansmen, because they was warring with each other, and that's why the Lord allowed them damn conquistadors to do what they did.
Exactly.
And Mel Gibson put that movie. That's one of my favorite movies. And told him that the man that brings the Jaguar shall lead you to your end. And that was their end when they seen them fucking conquistadors coming on them ships. And what did they have on the ship? They had the cross. They had that cross, and that was the end of the Aztecs and Mayans. So-called Aztec and Mayans.
Wasn't they mistaken? They thought the ship
They thought it was. That's right. That's what they thought, because they all knew about that legend, the legend. So the so-called legend.
Yeah, because remember, like the apostle had broke down to us that Yahushua came to this.
He came to the side of the world. He said that in Mark the 10th chapter. In other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring. All right. So going back to Psalms 50, that's 50, right? To where, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes and take my word in thy mouth? That was Esau coming over here because he knew that the people on this side of the earth were the people of the book. He knew that, and he puts it in movies.
Yeah.
1492, The Conquest of Paradise.
Yep. Yep.
The man that played Christopher Columbus' character, when he was saying that the earth was round, and he was trying to explain that to his authority, he said Ezra speaketh truth.
Right.
Now, if you didn't understand, if you don't understand the Bible, you wouldn't know what the hell he was talking about.
You wouldn't know.
But they put that in the movie. That's one of them nuggets, man. All right.
And then they, you know what they did? They separated that portion of Ezra from the scriptures.
Yep.
They, you know, which we have is the Apocrypha.
Because they knew. Because
knew.
the Apocrypha named names.
Yep.
The Apocrypha names the wicked.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Because that's the same Ezra as when you read in the Old Testament.
Ezra.
Ezra is the same as Esdras.
Yep.
Same person during the same time.
Which is Isaiah. In the Hebrew.
Yes.
Which is help.
Yep.
Verse 17, seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind you.
Yeah.
When
he used the word because he knew we were the people connected to him. He knew this was the only way he was going to be able to get us in subjection, was this word. Because we made a blood covenant with the Lord. And he knew that.
Yeah, he knew that.
Trust me, man. Esau searched. He searched out everything, man. He got the records, man.
Yeah.
It says, when thou sawest the thief, then thou contendest with him, and has been partaken.
It's consented.
Salakia.
Meaning he was with him.
He was with him.
He with the thief. He was Ezel.
Yeah, he was.
He was Ezel. When he came in the window, I seen the window. I said, fuck it. I want something too. Right. Shit. So he was down with it.
Like a case of that is Revelations 11th. Revelations the 11th chapter where it said they was passing gifts one to another.
Yep.
And remember how the transatlantic slave trade was going, where they was swapping out, hammer catchers and sell us off to Esau.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? For musket guns, wine, whatever commodity it was.
That's right. And even when they so-called banned the slave trade, they still was amongst each other making it happen.
Oh yeah.
All right. So when he saw us a thief, he consented with us. Yeah. He's like, oh shit, so how can I get down?
Yeah,
See what I'm saying? Hey, I'm with it. Come on, let's do it. Because there ain't no honor amongst them goddamn thieves, man.
Right.
It says, it has been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit.
Mm-hmm.
Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
And we see that now with this administration.
Yeah.
They slandering the tribes, man. We're the violent ones. We ain't took over no goddamn country. We ain't bombed nobody.
We ain't do nothing.
The only ones we're violent against is our own.
Shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to the other nations, we the most peaceful with the other nations. More than any nation, man.
Yeah, you got our people that want to save these heathens, bro.
You know?
Bring it over backwards. If the white man can't be saved, I don't want to. Well, nigga, you ain't gonna be saved. You gonna die right along with this goddamn devil.
You coming back as a baby, nigga.
And it's gonna be a clear distinction.
Yeah.
You gonna acknowledge the men that and the rest of the elect that make it to the other side, man.
Yep. Because what, everlasting shame?
Yep. We ain't gonna bash you, but you gonna bow when you see the elect, man.
That's right, man. That's
so
right.
The Lord that's gonna be all the doing of the Lord on how y'all feel and what He wants y'all to feel.
Yeah, because if it wasn't for the Lord's elect, we would have been like unto Sodom and like unto Gomorrah. Man. We would have been totally destroyed.
Yeah.
And you niggas is with it.
Yeah.
You with this devil.
Yeah.
So when we in the kingdom and we established, you gonna acknowledge the elect, man.
That's right.
There's gonna be a reverence for the elect. And the Lord is gonna put that reverence there, man. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. You ain't gonna be poor, you're gonna be rich. You're gonna be born with a gold spoon in your mouth. But you're gonna acknowledge the elect, man.
Exactly. Every knee is gonna bow.
That's right,
Every
man.
knee shall bow.
I got a quick one after the brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
One more verse. It says, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence.
Yeah, the Lord been silent about everything this man done did. This man did all kind of heinous shit.
Man,
And the Lord ain't did nothing to him.
There's so much swept under the bro, centuries of being wicked.
This motherfucker slaughtered a whole continent of people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro. Damn. The whole Western Hemisphere, man.
I paid for nothing, man.
Exterminate the brutes. That documentary.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
He was on a whole murder spree. A mass murder spree.
Hey, that dude Buffalo Bill. And that's the football team, the Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills,
is named after him. And that devil, yeah, he was a devil that they pretty much hired to slaughter off Buffalo.
Yeah.
And he was the best at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because that was Gad's. That was Gad's.
Wild Bill.
That was Gad's. Not only was it a source of food, but it was a source of shelter, blankets, weapons, all of that, man. Because they use every part of the buffalo.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy because the Lord did that on purpose. Because I was saying, I watched that documentary on Sitting Bull. The damn tribes were fighting over who would have control over the buffalo.
Yeah, the buffalo.
And then I remember it was the tribe which Sitting Bulls was from, and then there was another tribe, and they was called the Crow. And they were fucking war over the fucking buffalo.
Because that's how much the buffalo provided much for the tribe.
Yeah.
Them horns became weapons.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The fur became blankets, the skins. They made drums out of the skins and all that, man.
Yep. And that's why, we was a nomadic type of people.
Because we migrated with the herds of buffalo.
They showed that on Dancing with Wolves with Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
That's a good movie right there.
I need to watch that again.
All the buffaloes that Esau killed, man.
I'm gonna pull that up right
God.
now. But hey, Esau is a devil because his original name was Buffalo Bill.
Yeah.
And then they changed it to Wild Bill.
Hey, that nigga Esau, I'm gonna cut off his source of food. That's what he was on.
Yeah.
His source of living.
They just let it waste too. He didn't do shit with it.
Didn't do it, just rotted there. And then Gad knew you wasn't supposed to eat nothing that rotted like that.
The buffalo.
Yeah, on the trains, how I got that little V thing. Back in the day, they used to come in, ride through the town, and any buffalo that was standing on the tracks, they just keep going, just plow their ass right through, man.
That nigga Esau, man. This dude.
It's fine. He can walk through.
This dude would go to them.
You ain't gotta be camera shy.
I seen that. That's the picture I was thinking about when the brother was saying it. They had to sign like they had to sign something saying that they wouldn't kill all the they had to make a law saying that if you kill the buffalo, it was basically against the law to kill buffalo because they was dying off, man. I'm talking about millions of buffalo. It shows you a pile of that shit right there, man.
Yeah, you gotta remember, America is known as the land of Ophir in the scriptures. This is where Solomon got all his gold and those exotic animals. This was that secret place that the Lord had Solomon send his navy to bring back and deck out the temple. All right, deck out Jerusalem. This was that place. This was a kept, beautiful place before Esau came. Matter of fact, when Esau came and he encountered the indigenous, the Spaniards, they was writing how beautiful it was.
Oh yeah, they was loving it too.
You know what I'm saying? They was you could drink out of the streams of water. Because of the gold and the silver, it was in abundance. What do you think the gold rush was all about? The 49ers.
Right.
All right. That's all about Esau robbing this goddamn place, man. That's why he put the train tracks all the way from here to the East Coast, man. Because they loaded them trains up with all of the riches, and they took it over to them the East Coast, and they shipped it back to them goddamn the rich family, the elite banking families, man.
And that's
because that was part of the deal. For them peasants, when you came over here, you was to bring back majority of the riches. It was to go back to the king and the queen over in the old world, man.
And now today they got vaults
full of that old money.
Full of gold bars.
That's old money. which is really our money.
Yeah. And the scripture saying in Job 20th chapter, you gonna restore that.
Oh yeah,
You gonna give that up, man.
the Lord
The
got
riches that you gonna vomit them up.
Yeah.
That's what the kingdom gonna be.
Because when you vomiting ain't something. Vomiting hurts.
yeah,
It's gonna hurt to get that up, man. Because you're gonna go from riches to rags, just like that.
Just like that. That's right.
When you vomit something, nobody like vomiting.
Right.
Violent.
Shit, when you
You can't even breathe.
you over that toilet, you praying.
You know what?
You praying on that toilet like, oh,
That's a part of the strong
Don't be
drink,
dropping
man.
them.
That's a part of the strong drink that you gonna take down.
Oh,
Instead
when
of
you
dealing
sitting
with
on the
that
toilet,
slave.
and you got the trash can in front of you. That's
you
why
taking
some
a
of the
dump
worst
and
goddamn pain ever. And you ain't got no control. You heaving. Weak in the motherfucker.
We gotta milk that shit down, man.
To purify it again. I was thinking, and we're gonna have to dedicate it too.
Especially when you get down to the nothing, the bile, where nothing coming out, but you still.
Oh yeah, that really hurts. That really hurts.
Yeah, that shit hurt. That's what Esau gonna vomit up them riches.
Yep.
You know, the Lord gonna put the spirit on us to make you vomit him up, man. You know?
It says, "Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes."
Right now, as we speak, this is the Lord reproving them, and we being set in order.
That's right, baby.
All right? Daniel 2 and 44, I quoted it earlier.
Yep, the house of David.
And he can't do nothing about it, but see and watch it come to fruition. And that's why they trembling right now.
Yeah, man.
Okay? Because they know if this part of the book is happening, they know the rest of the part of the book is gonna happen, man.
Yeah, bro. Exactly, bro. That's why they go around the world to see if they can find stuff in the Bible.
Book is true.
If it's true, Noah's Ark. Yeah. If that's so they, that when they find things like that, it scares the shit out of them. Because it further proves that this is real, man.
It's gonna come to pass.
You know?
Yeah, they've been these social throughout the history been looking for all the artifacts.
Yeah,
all of them, bro.
Even he even has the spirit that that spirit Yahweh Shah. He has it, man.
Yeah.
Constantinople was the last person who had. I don't know who got it now.
He's looking for the Ark of the Covenant.
He's looking for the Ark.
But it says Jeremiah put it in the cave.
They say they got it, but he's lying. Man.
Yeah, that's
They got all kind of lots of mystery checks.
They want that
They ain't got
control. And to see people like, oh, we.
Hey, if they had it, they'd have been destroyed themselves. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
B-Reds.
Hey, they'd have been Uzzah. The Lord would have burst your shit asunder. Because y'all ain't priests.
Yeah, you ain't the priest of the Lord.
priest.
Last verse 22. It says, "Now consider this, ye that forget Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver."
That's right. That's right, man.
Tear you in
Pieces. And that's what's getting ready to happen. Right. Even 2/3. Because they forgot the Lord. They on the same frequency as Esau.
Right. Yeah.
That's why Yahweh Shai said in Daniel the 8th, I'm not Daniel, Matthew the 8th chapter. John the 8th chapter, I'm sorry. Year of your father the devil, man. He was a murderer from the beginning.
Yeah.
You got 2/3 of our people who are on the same frequency and wavelength as the devil. And they gonna be torn to pieces right along with his ass.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Yep.
Hey, it's fucking crazy seeing our people like that, man. Like that story you was telling me, bro, had me fucking hot, bro. Like if I was there, your brother telling me a story, I feel like I was there and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't wait till we ride on these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Our own people. It's always your own time.
Hey, yeah, remember that on Sinners? It's always your own people.
Oh, yeah.
Just like the white man.
Goddamn, Esau show you more love than a motherfucking Jake right now, man. What the fuck?
That's how Esau work, man. He always send our own to do that. We don't gatekeepers, man.
Yeah, he'll never come. Yeah, he ain't gonna come by himself. Because Jake naturally put their guard up, like, what this white man doing here?
Yeah.
But he'll send somebody that look like us.
Yeah.
Nigga, a whole
Walk like us, talk like us.
They got a whole hand in his back.
Yep. That's what Antiochus did, going back to First Maccabees.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was it, Doc?
Yeah, that was it.
You had something, you lot?
Yeah, I got something.
And then we'll finish it out with 2 Ezra 9.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Yeah. And in the beginning of that drunkenness, you gonna vomit everything up that you done gave, that you done stole from us, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Then your punk ass going into captivity, man.
Right. Yeah. Right. And that cup is a punishment and slavery.
Yeah.
And what does it say in Revelation, the 18th chapter? Render unto her double.
That's right. Yeah.
You're gonna get times too, because we're gonna have spiritual power equipped with your slavery. We're gonna have spiritual power equipped on us.
Right.
So that's why it's just gonna be no fucking chance in hell. Because what you gonna do against a man who could manipulate the elements at will?
It says, thine punishment, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Right. How do we know though? A sign that our punishment is up. It's because the prophets are out here.
That's it.
That's how you know.
Right.
Yeah,
You know
and then now you seeing more Edomite bums, man.
Yeah, you seeing
more Edomite derelicts, man.
Them jakes, bro.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 30. The Lord is starting to put these curses on these Edomites.
Yeah. I did the video of the day too. That these motherfucking Edomites the whole time been the biggest welfare recipients.
That's facts.
Yep.
And it's crazy because you think that when you think of welfare, you think of just low class people. No. Corporations, motherfucker. Corporations in middle class that have been given these government fundings the whole time they've been getting it.
Hey, farmers. When you get aid from the government, that's considered welfare.
Yeah, it's considered welfare.
Okay?
And
that's welfare, man.
That's how these big corporations been going on further by using the welfare, taxpayers' dollars, and middle class too. And they know how to do it. But it's not called welfare when they do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they know how to work the system. That's why now you gotta attach who you are to the business you create now.
Yeah,
because Jake caught wind of what the devil was doing.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh yeah, we can't do that. These niggas gotta attach their social and who's running this business. See, prior to Jake finding out, Edomites have a business and they had that business go bankrupt.
Yeah.
And it'll just be the business that's bankrupt, but they still keeping all the revenue.
Right.
Yeah.
See, when niggas learn about something, they move the goalposts, man.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. They changed the rules.
They changed the rules.
That's all. You know, changing up the rules.
You can't dump no more. That's what. After post-slavery, Jim Crow, and after all that, Jake started to prosper, and that's why they started. I mentioned the LAX airport.
Yeah.
Jake was thriving. Jake had their own neighborhood. Hey, Manhattan Beach was close over there, and they owned that. Jake, that was a resort for Jake to get away from Esau. They owned that whole beach. They owned that whole part of LA, Inglewood right there. They owned all that, man. Esau said, nah, fuck that, man. We're gonna bulldoze their whole shit. We're gonna put an airport right here.
Damn.
Okay?
Matter of fact, during the Palisades fires, I forgot what city that was. A majority of Jake, that was their neighbor. That was their
Altadena.
My grandparents shit got caught up in that.
Like,
I know a few people I went to school with. People burned to the ground. And then Esau was coming in there trying to get them to sell. So they wouldn't rebuild. Because Esau got plans for that spot.
and
they were trying to sell it cheap, man.
And those homes was passed down a couple generations down.
That was Jake when Jake came out. Jake was buying up property, man. Yo.
Oh damn, that remind me of, because I went to that natural history museum off Exposition and
I've been there.
in LA. And they said the first settlers, they had a picture of the first settlers that came over here, but it was the Jakes, and it was like Gad, Reuben. In the midst of them, you can see that you had Judah in that month, bro.
You seen Judah.
But that's the thing, the tribes. See, like Black Wall Street and all these prominent so-called black-owned areas, it was all the tribes together. The tribes that was in that area. It wasn't just niggas or Judah. It wasn't just them. You had Reuben,
Yeah.
You had Gad. We all did business with one another.
Yeah.
All right. Had marriages because we naturally connected with each other, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And we all had the same common enemy.
Yeah, same common
The
enemy.
devil.
Yeah, because remember they would take the tribes and take in the runaway
Slaves.
southern kingdom. So when Esau was moving the northern kingdom, you know, the southern kingdom was going with them.
Yep.
And they was marrying in with their daughters. So spots like Altadena and stuff, you got that's how those spots get Judah. Like they probably said, this is when they came over here, y'all settle right here or whatever. And Judah became like the charge over that region.
Yeah, they said Pasadena, Altadena, that was one of the first spots Judah came to. That's where you get Jackie Robinson.
Yeah. Jackie Rock. All man.
See,
this is a lot of history that Esau covered up, man.
Demon, bro. Yeah, demon, man.
And now it's all being brought to the forefront to show, like the scriptures say, shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's right.
You didn't just get what you got because you was better and you did it fairly. No.
Right.
You was the devil and got it,
You
man.
stole everything you got. You even stole the inheritance, the name that you saying that you are. You stole that.
everything.
Go ahead, finish that.
Yep. Verse 22. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
There you go. And that's what the prophets are here for.
Right.
Your sins have been discovered, man.
Yeah.
You know it. All right. And pretty soon the whole earth is gonna know it.
Right.
Really, the earth is finding out now. Look at what you're doing over there in Gaza.
Right.
You even got Edomites protesting against your ass.
Yeah, you got the world basically finna jump you.
The world is getting ready to run your ass out the earth, man.
Yeah.
Like you say, he using the men of the Lord, because the Lord said, I reveal my secrets unto the servants, the prophets.
Right.
And one of the secrets is you the goddamn devil of the world, man. And this is what you're doing. And we point it out. You know what I'm saying? We telling the whole world on your ass.
Yeah,
man.
he's mad at us because we doing that to him.
Yeah.
Plus they fell in great fear when the prophets came. Right?
Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, like
Revelation 11.
They thought they were having a good ass time. The Lord ain't coming back, man.
Yeah. He
When
thought we
the
was
prophets came,
dead.
boom.
Yeah, like the brother said, he read in Psalms 50, thou thoughtest that I was one like unto thyself.
Yeah. But he know that he know that ain't so, because the scriptures say they know if that they have but a short time.
That's right.
Yeah, he thought we were supposed to just be gang banging and following women and just caught up in this world. The only thing Jake want to do is bounce a ball, throw a ball.
Well,
rap.
yeah,
That's what he thought.
he didn't count on that great phenomenon that Willie Lynch wrote about.
Yeah.
He said the only way that we're gonna be able to break the cycle is if
A
great phenomenon occurred.
Yeah.
And that great phenomenon occurred
It's just
when
scriptures.
Abba Bivens was risen up.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy because the Lord had the right time pattern too, because he said this thing is going to work for 300 years. And he wrote that thing in 1700s, bro.
Yeah.
He wrote the Willie Lynch letter in the 1700s. He said this system will work for 300 years.
Which the Lord put the spirit on him to do that.
Yeah, the Lord gave him all of that.
Okay. So let's go back to 2 Ezra 9.
Yeah. All right. The second
Let's
Ezra
read
9
through this,
chapter.
and then that should take us to the
that's
town.
it. All right, we got 21% too, so.
Yeah, that'll take us shit. Go ahead.
Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thy time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And if you can't see the Most High's visiting the earth, just stay lost, man. Just stay lost, man. You know, stay walking past the prophets. Stay skipping through the videos. Just stay gone, man. You know, your punishment will be lighter. You just gonna die, man. Go ahead.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all is made in the world have beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
And you can't tell me that the end ain't manifested. Everybody, even people that don't even believe, you know what I'm saying, we in the end of the world. Chris Brown said that.
Yeah, Chris Brown.
That old dope fiend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonder, and powerful works, and endings, and effects, and signs.
And we seeing the effects and signs all over the place, man. All type of crazy phenomenons are happening in the heavens. You know? Just signs everywhere that show like, man, we in the end.
That's right.
It's still extreme weather happening too.
Extreme weather. Yep.
Yep. God damn, people are still getting fucked up. The last week,
tornadoes.
Yeah, tornadoes was going through the Midwest.
Yeah, fucking up Esau, man.
Yeah.
That's right. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed.
Believe in the word.
That's right. Shall be preserved from the said perils.
Right, the said perils. The word peril, when you look it up, it means a bad and a terrible time. Roughly paraphrased.
Right.
Okay? The Lord is going to preserve the elect in these times, man.
That's right. And shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them from me from the beginning.
From the beginning. Every soul that has truly woken up to this knowledge and sincerely believe, the potential of you being one of them souls that the Lord chose from the beginning is high.
Yeah, right.
Okay? But you got to continue to give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Verse 9, then shall they be a pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they have cast them away despitefully, shall dwell in torment.
2/3.
That's right.
2/3 of our people, they finna dwell in torments out here, man. All right, they don't know it yet because they got their mind discombobulated with the things that they have on this side, man.
Right. For such as their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Yep.
And they that have loathed my law while they have yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not but despised it.
Yep.
The same must know it after death
By pain.
Yeah. And the Lord gonna drag out that pain, man. You're gonna be pained all the way up until the missiles bring the ultimate pain.
That's right. 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when but inquire how the righteous shall be saved.
Right.
Who the world is and for whom the world is created.
That's right, man. That's it, right?
More. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be many ways 2/3 is gonna be put to death. But the best ways that we inquiring is how the Lord gonna preserve the righteous.
Right, bro.
And the Lord gonna preserve the righteous in miraculous ways, man.
That's right.
With spiritual power, divine intervention with the angels, all right, with Michael, all right, in other ways, miraculous, divine intervention, man.
Yeah.
So that's what we looking forward to.
That's right.
You know, any brothers got anything else? All right, man. With that, man, we're going to get up out of here. Lord will, this was edifying. To the hopeful elect, we're going to give all praise unto our power.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Once again, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation and blessings to all the hopeful elect scattered throughout the four winds. Shalom.
Shalom.
So,
What's up, bro?
this brother is a car. He's not gonna be able to make it tomorrow, but I'm gonna be able to make it.
Come.
I already booked the room for tomorrow.
You know what time it is, right?
Yes, I'm going right.
Yeah.
I already booked the room. I got it for around 10.